Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Combox Live, where the game lives on. I'm Behram Kazi, who you can find at DefMango on Twitter, and with me is my good mate Akshay Kumaraswamy, who you can find on Twitter at YCricketY. And we are here on a live watch-along show to cover the virtual IPL semi-final between Gujarat and Rajasthan, played at Mullapur in New Chandigarh. And big game, Akshay.
Definitely, and once again, I'm very impressed with the fact that you got the pronunciation right. It's Mullapur and not Mullanpur, which is what a lot of Indians tend to say. So good on you for getting that one.
Yeah, I think I corrected myself on that one in the past, so it's not like I always had that one down. Here's the first ball. It's been cut away by Jaiswal, bit of a misfield, so he'll get off the mark with a single. Rajasthan won for no loss after one ball. And of course, to let everyone know, Rajasthan did win the toss. Riyan Parag elected to bat first. He expects the pitch to slow down in the second innings. What do you think?
It was an interesting call, and to be honest, I get where he was coming from because Chandigarh, the surface has not been so easy to predict. I actually want to see what surface or what pitch are they playing on. So I didn't want to have a look at the pitch report, but also it's a high pressure situation. People always talk about when it is a knockout game, you're better off just not having that scoreboard pressure on you. Just try and put a total or set a total and ask the opposition to chase it down. So I get where they're coming from, but my biggest concern is the fact that RR's bowling has been their weaker suit. So this means that the onus is on their bowlers now to defend the total. So that also sort of doesn't sit well with me. It is an interesting shout, no doubt.
First ball faced by Weber, it's a dot. And it's the 281st ball he's faced in this IPL season. In the 280 balls prior, he has smashed 65 sixes, which is a record, broke Chris Gale's record. He also has 55 fours, which is 120 boundaries in 280 balls before this game, which is really remarkable. So basically, in every 5 balls, he's scoring 2 boundaries, and one of them is a sure shot 6. It's crazy how, he's 15 years of age and he's doing this and he's made this repeatable. And I am going to put this out there. I'm backing Rajasthan because I just want to see more of this kid bat.
Yeah.
And there we go. Well,
Yes.
just a single, but I guess we both got excited.
100%. And the thing is, I genuinely thought at the start of the season, the whole him being a 15-year-old, it'll sort of, become really exhausting. We will saturate it at some point in time. I still can't believe it blows my mind. Even now, we are at the end of what is technically his second season. And I still can't believe that this is a kid we're talking about. A kid who's yet to give his 10th grade exams. And boy, oh boy, is he, brilliant to say the least.
He skipped his exams, didn't he? And I suppose that was the right decision as well. Look, it is unfathomable what he's achieving. And it's pulled away by Jaiswal. Straight into the hands of fine leg. He departs for a 2-ball 1. Mohammad Siraj strikes in his first over with his 4th delivery. And that's an early howler by Rajasthan. I did take note of what you said earlier, how, the onus is on Rajasthan's bowlers now to defend the total. But I actually believe the onus is still on the batters to get them to a total, which can be easily defended. And they can manage that. They've shown us exactly that, right?
That they have, but that's where, this is probably a very old school way of looking at it. But if you have a stronger suit, I usually prefer the stronger suit being sent in the second inning simply because if your batting is doing well, then you can trust them to, soak in that pressure. RR's bowling, especially in the second half, has been woeful, barring Archer in a few games. So I know in the last game, they didn't do too badly the way they struck consistently in the power play. But once again, it was Archer who was really sort of taking the attack to the opposition, and by virtue of which they had to attack the other bowlers who in turn got wickets. So I don't know. Once again, it is single-handedly, Archer would be single-handedly responsible for that. But Jaiswal going out also doesn't really help them. Going out this early, that is.
True. And we'll just sort out the scorecard situation. And it's sorted. Thank you, Muku. I had to go live on my own today, guys. I did not know how to fix this. So as you can see, 2 for 1 Rajasthan and 4 deliveries. And look, losing Jaiswal is an early blow to Rajasthan's chances. And I do believe Gujarat is pound for pound the better team. But the kid alone can defeat them, right? That's where we're at.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I feel Rajasthan in general have a lot of these X-Factor players. Just even Jurel's knock for that matter in the last game. 50 of 20 balls. If they can get more such knocks, Archer on his own can win them the game. The kick by himself can win them the game. So they've got these match winners. but we haven't seen too many all-round performances from them. Even in the last game, I know people can argue that their bowling did really well, but it didn't seem like a cohesive unit yet, and that's definitely something that would work against them. But fingers crossed. Again, I'm donning the pink of the RR for a reason. I'm rooting for the kid. I'm rooting for Archer. So fingers crossed, we get to see them in the final.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty positive that Rajasthan might win this, but then Saurabh praised Vaibhav so much that I think he might have jinxed him, or maybe he didn't. Here's the kid, and it's a bumper, goes for a wild
Ooh,
pull.
Butler appeals, but nothing.
Yeah, no, just a dot. Rajasthan 3 for 1 and 5 deliveries. So, yeah, I mean, look, it is a used pitch that we know both captains wanted to bat first. Riyan Parag got his wish. And Gujarat have a star-studded bowling attack. So I feel like we'll get a good game over here because if Rajasthan are getting the better batting conditions, if the pitch does slow down, then it should be even Stevens.
But another thing to keep in mind, Behram, is the fact that rain's been predicted throughout the game. Like from 7 o'clock to about 1 in the morning, there's a 40% prediction alert on rain, in Mullapur. So that's also something they'll have to contend with. And usually we at least tend to hear experts talking about how you are better off chasing when you are in a rain-affected game simply because of the way DLS functions and how it tends to sort of over-attribute or increase the skew in favor of chasing sides. So that's also an interesting dynamic to work with. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe they are banking on the surface to slow down eventually.
Yeah, that is a very valid point because generally, or more often than not, what we've seen in rain-impacted games is that the chasing side does get a bit of an edge. Octroy, I am not going to the finals show, but Rob Barron is there, Jared is there, and they'll be joining Robbie Uthappa, Christopher Henry Gale, the universe boss, Angelo Matthews, and Sreesanth. So for those of you who are in Dubai, if there's still tickets out there, buy them. Go to the Coca-Cola Arena. It is the first of its kind watch party for the IPL final, and it's going to be a wonderful show. So no edge on that swing and a miss for Vaibhav. Good thing that they didn't review it. But look, to contend with both KG and Siraj is going to be tough. Maybe not so much for Dhruv Jurel, who's aerially cut the ball for 4. First boundary of this second qualifier in the IPL 2026, and it's come off the bat of Dhruv Jurel.
Nicely played.
A very assured shot. Like, he was very confident playing it. The balance was solid and couldn't have cut it any better. And that boundary takes Rajasthan to 9 for 1 in 1.2 overs. Karthik is saying, Behram and Akshay, is it fair what happened to Gujarat at the toss? Like, what the fuck you mean you didn't hear? Come on. I did not catch it live. I read everything on Cricinfo. It was a bit odd to me that, there was a retoss. So that happened, Akshay.
I actually need a bit more context. I don't know what happened. Who said what?
They had 2 tosses. The first one they couldn't hear.
Who couldn't hear? The match referee?
Yeah, well, I wasn't there, was I? So I can't tell you the entire story. But
Okay.
a bit of controversy to start this qualifier too. And look, some people are saying maybe Gujarat are hard done by. They won't be complaining. Yeah. They've gotten Jaiswal out in the first over. And granted, he hasn't had a good IPL season. He's still Jaiswal.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's been a very common misconception because of the way Suryavanshi has performed. People tend to think that Jaiswal hasn't had a good season. He's averaging 35 and striking at 150, folks. So again, he's done well in his own right. It's just that agle bande ne matlab 700 run maar diya at 240. So if you compare that with him, of course, anyone would look like the poorer batter that makes sense. So what I will say though is, assuming based on what Rahul is saying here, that the match referee couldn't hear what GT's captain had to say, and GT actually won the toss.
Leading edge. And that's a wicket. Dhruv Jurel falls to KG Rabada. Rajasthan are 2 down for 9 runs in 1.5 overs. And all hell is breaking loose at Mullapur. What a start for Gujarat. Bloody hell.
Guys, oh man. It's a spicy surface. GT's got the best bowling attack. Again, the thing is, I know this seems very hindsight coded. But again, oh my word.
That's just a poor shot.
Yeah, very poor shot. To be honest, the shot was there to be hit. The ball was there to be hit. It was quite full. It wasn't a length ball or anything. So Jurel was right in going for that shot. But yeah, all he got was a leading edge. I mean, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Now we're going closer to that kid or bust territory. And I don't think Vaibhav should change the way he plays, because if Rajasthan are to post a formidable total over here, it's got to be on the back of his performance. Yes, they have Rayan Parag, but I don't know, the quality kind of depletes thereon, right? Like, who else do they have? They've got Shanaka, Jadeja.
They've got Parag. Yeah. They've got Parag. They've got Ferreira to come. They've got Shubham Dubey. If it's, I mean, if they need if they have the necessity, they've got Jaddu for what it's worth. Oh, thanks, Fadil. I appreciate that. That's the kind of validation I'm really looking for. I want people to look at me and be like, "Oh, this guy's a cool dude. He knows all the Gen Z slang."
I
There.
mean, we
Thank you.
all
Thank
know
you.
what coded means. Don't just give
No,
Akshay credit.
in my defense, I think I need to be appreciated a lot more for trying to be cool.
Wow. Now
Oh, that's a
spelling that
4 there
out.
first up.
And that's Jadeja, by the way. I mean, that's a
Interesting
promotion
shout.
neither of us saw coming. Jadeja, I don't
But
think
I
that
like
was an
this
edge. I
move.
think, yeah, I think he deliberately played that to third man for 4. I'm gonna have to see a replay,
I mean,
but the ads are on, so I can't tell.
Exactly.
But anyway,
They went to Kabul for large steel very quickly there.
yes, which is not the only kind of steel popular in Afghanistan. Apparently, they've got lots of steel ads over here. But yeah, it's a very interesting move, quite fascinating. Let's see if it pays off or not. But Jadeja won't be complaining whether it was intentional or an edge. It doesn't matter. He's off the mark with the 4 first ball, and Rajasthan are 13 for 2 in 2 overs. So now is going to be the interesting bit. Siraj versus the 15-year-old. And he might be fresh off 97 of 29 and he broke Chris Gale's record. But I mean, that's all history now. And there's a dot ball to start. So he's 1 of 4, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Why would you
That
send
is
Jadeja in
correct.
the power play, by the way? I don't get it. To steady the ship?
So one thing is, to steady the ship. Secondly, Jadeja's batting anyway is underutilized. Thirdly, sending in Jadeja later, I mean, they have 2 spinners today, Sai Kishore and Rashid Khan, and we know Jadeja just sort of, struggles to rotate strike versus spin. So you're better off just trying to use them up front again space. If he can score a few boundaries or just steady the ship, take it till the end of the power play, ensure that, it's basically how RCB used. Oh! Clear.
Well then, Vaibhav Suryavanshi went for the heave and just about got enough bat on it to clear the fielder at mid-on. He bags his first 4 of the day, moves to 5 of 5, and Rajasthan are now 17 for 2 in 2.2 overs. That was iffy.
Yep.
I don't think he had a solid connection on that occasion, but, fortune favors the brave, and just
is
enough
true.
on that ball to clear the fielder or KG Rabada at mid-on. So a bit of fortune for Vaibhav to start off, and they'll lead that. I mean,
Definitely.
I want Rajasthan to post somewhat of a total. I don't want it to be a one-sided knockout game. Who loves those? Apart from Gujarat fans, I assume.
100%. And in fact, about the Jadeja thing, I think it's similar to how RCB have tried to use or have successfully used Krunal Pandya. Just bunt it out and ensure that you ensure that the entry points of the other batters are right. And that's a single there for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Not a very common occurrence, if you're being completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's played 6 deliveries and he's only scored 1 boundary. So already it's a poor evening for him. Because just at the start of the stream, I mentioned how prior to this game, he was averaging 2 boundaries every 5 balls, minimum, like guaranteed, and one of them was a 6. So that hasn't happened over here. And it is a bit of a tricky surface, a bit too paced. The bounce seems to be slightly inconsistent, but maybe if Varun is around, he can tell us exactly whether that's true or not. You're on mute, buddy. You're still on mute.
Just a second. Yeah, I know. I wasn't talking to you. I was just trying to get my phone in order. I think I've left it somewhere outside the frame.
And he's forgotten his phone somewhere, guys. I'll keep you entertained till then. Here's Siraj.
No, we're good. We're good. I was just searching for my phone. Got it.
Oh,
So
okay.
everything's back in order. Perfecto.
And this
Alrighty.
time, Suryavanshi goes once again on the pull and doesn't find the fence.
Nothing.
He'll pick up 2, though. It hasn't been convincing from him thus far. But then again, they've lost wickets, Rajasthan, 2 up front. He hasn't really gone for a different modus operandi, but I feel like he's just spamming one shot, whereas he does have other shots, man.
Yep. That is true. I mean, see, I don't think it's the slowdown is because of the fact that RR have lost wickets. It's just that his shots haven't come, and that happens. That happens. I think his attack percentage is still the same, which is like 100 or close to 100.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, look, let's see whether or not he finds his feet on this particular surface. I like the fact that he's not particularly looking to consolidate. He's just being Vaibhav, and that's what we want him to be.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, some
Meanwhile, what
people are
did you
saying
make
that
of?
he's. Oh,
Go for it.
that is 5 wides.
Ooh, 5 wides. That's a gift there for Mohammed. I mean,
Yeah.
for Rajasthan Royals and Ravindra Jadeja. Oof.
That one literally flew off the deck. Suryavanshi is not the tallest bloke, and even if he was, he would have missed that one. Yeah,
Oh,
insane
apologies.
amount
They
of
took a double previous
yeah, insane amount of bounce that Siraj generated on that
ball.
occasion. You could have had Joss Butler on top of Joss Butler, and he still might have missed that ball. So
Yeah,
five
yeah.
wides, as Akshay said, a bit of a gift, and that takes Rajasthan to 26 for 2 in 2.4 overs. Some people were saying in the comments that he's running a lot, Vaibhav, in this innings. Yeah, I mean, the other day he only had 5 singles, if I'm not wrong. 92 of his runs were scored in boundaries. Ridiculous. I mean, I have never witnessed anything of the kind before. It's unreal. But what did I
That's
make
true.
of what? You were saying something.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about Rishabh Pant, by the way. So there's already been an announcement from Lucknow Super Giants who've confirmed that Rishabh Pant apparently has approached them and asked them to relinquish him of his captaincy duty. So he'll no longer be their captain, and it will be with immediate effect. So that was an interesting update on their part, and that should be
And
a
another 4.
4. It
So
is.
that's Vaibhav's second boundary of the day. It's a bit of a swipe to find leg and finds the fence. So 4 runs added to Rajasthan's total, which takes them to 30 for 2 in 2.5 overs. And I think Pant's resignation makes sense to me. I feel like he's just, relieving himself of some pressure. And maybe he's spoken to the ownership and the management, and they feel that, they can only get the best out of him if he is a out and out player and doesn't have any other responsibilities. Maybe that's the case, but I have no issues with it. It's a good thing that he hasn't waited to make this decision. I actually like the fact that he's been proactive about it.
I do agree. I mean, I have 2 things on this. One is Tom Moody himself, like a few days ago, or probably right after the group
Another
stage, had
one.
Oh, nice.
Back-to-back 4s for Vaibhav Suryavanshi to end that over. This time it was a bit of a flick of the wrist. And it's a 4 in that same region in fine leg or towards fine leg. And Rajasthan have picked up the pace. They are now 34 for 2 in 3 overs. Siraj has gone for some runs after removing Jaiswal with his 4th delivery. So, fun.
Yep.
Also,
Well,
Hardik
this
might
over's
be
gone for
leaving Mumbai.
21 runs, by the way.
Yeah, it has. It has gone for 21 runs. But
Yeah.
I've heard that Hardik's time at Mumbai is also over.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Again, this is based on a lot of speculation, a lot of supposedly insider reports. So we don't know. Even Akshay Patel from Delhi, like a lot of people are talking about Akshay Patel also might be asked to sort of, relieve himself from captaincy duties. We're not sure of what will happen. But with LSG, though, my question is twofold. One was Tom Moody himself said a few days ago that they'll wait for the season to end, and after the season, they'll do a review where they'll talk to each of the stakeholders, everyone involved, and then come to a conclusion. We don't want to jump the gun. Cut to what, a few days later, they've already announced that he'll no longer be the captain, and it's hard to believe. Once again, sure, they have to be diplomatic on their part. They don't want to say that they've sacked Rishabh Pant. It won't do well for his confidence or his career. I get that, but what is like? I mean, you could have still waited a bit longer. What's the purpose of announcing this right now? What are you getting out of it? You could have still taken a bit more time, even if you'd taken that call.
I mean, look, maybe it was just a very unanimous decision and maybe Pant was on board. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate over here. And I do believe that the more time you give yourself when you are going back to the drawing board, it is useful. So, again, I don't have many issues. I mean, he struggled big time as both player and captain. The tactics were equally off for LSG. And that's Suryavanshi for the first time on the offside today. Lofts the ball over mid-off for 4, 1 bounce 4, which takes Rajasthan to 39 for 2 in 3.1 overs. So slowly yet surely, Vaibhav Suryavanshi is coming into his zone. He's finding his mojo, and these are ominous signs for Gujarat. In order to win this game, they need to see the back of the 15-year-old ASAP. ASAP, no Rocky.
Yep. They are seeing the back of him, but not the way they would want it to. They're seeing the back of him after he's finished his backlift. So that's the sad part.
Oh!
But
now that's the length. Right, this delivery. This is what you need to bowl to Vaibhav, I feel. You need to keep it a bit back of the length or on the shorter side. And you want to make him pull. And that way, hopefully, you could perhaps get a feather edge to the keeper. He struggled on this very ball a few times in this innings. So I feel like this might be the best ploy bowling to Vaibhav.
I've just changed my stream, so I missed that ball. Would want to watch a replay of it. Also, about the LSG thing, I don't think I have any issues with the move. The move was coming for sure. My only concern, I don't, again, it's not even a concern. It's also down to the fact that, LSG has lost so much credibility. The ownership has lost so much credibility because of the way they've, portrayed themselves in them. Oh, hey, that's another heave and miss for
Yeah.
Suryavanshi this time. Makes room for himself to try and loft it once again over the offside, but all he gets is thin air.
Yeah, I mean, look, he is riding his luck. Lucky not to find the outside edge on that occasion, Kagiso Rabada. And I do agree that LSG is a franchise which is shambolic and it is completely in free fall. The minute they sack Andy Flower, things become or go awry for them. And they need to do a lot of work. They've got some good people working for them. I quite rate Tom Moody, but I don't know how that hierarchy functions. I don't know how much the owner is involved. Another one. 3 swings and misses now for Weber versus KG Rabada. So those 3 dots will definitely boost the confidence of Gujarat that perhaps they can snare away Weber's wicket. But on the flip side, Weber will be thinking, still couldn't get me, and I have more time now to do some damage.
That is true. I missed the third one, but the second ball seemed a fair bit. I hope they show the numbers, but it seemed off the surface a fair bit, which is why Weber did not get any bat. And the third one as well. I just saw the replay right now. That's also seemed it swung a bit, the third one, and also seemed off the surface. So that's a lot of movement. We know Rabada is someone who can extract a bit of sea movement off the surface, and this is definitely looking like one of those surfaces where you can.
He nails it. Full swing of the blade, finds the middle of the blade, and it's a slap for 6 down the ground, up and over KG Rabada's head. That's the first 6 off Vaibhav Suryavanshi's bat in this qualifier 2, and he moves on to 27 of 14. Rajasthan, they move to 45 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. So I feel like we might be in for another treat. Serious Bart fan is asking me if I've ever been to Sialkot. I have not. It's not just a bat manufacturing facility, by the way. They also make the football World Cups over there.
Yeah.
So,
by the way,
it's one of those cities.
No, sorry. Finish your point. Sorry.
Ask away. No, I'm just saying it's one of those cities that is really popular for producing sporting equipment.
Oh, definitely. And also known for their, I think they still are holders of the longest winning streak. I mean, the record holders of the longest winning streak in T20 club history, if I'm not wrong, Sialkot Stallions. But about the last ball of the 4th over, slightly full. That's all. That's all he needs. Just marginally full, and that's it. That's the sad part.
And this time,
that's a 4. It's Jaddu. What a shot.
Are we about to witness high intent Jaddu? Because he's got 2 boundaries now and 3 deliveries. He's 9 of 3, and this was a pretty assured cut. And he was on top of it.
High intent Jaddu
played it underneath the eye line.
Definitely, but high intent Jaddu is an oxymoron of the highest order. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, look, I want some freak shit to happen today because I'm not doing the final. This is my last IPL watch along, folks.
Same. Neither am I.
Yeah, neither is Akshay. So we want this to be a cracker. Rajasthan 49 for 2 in 4.1 overs. They've pulled things back quite nicely because they were in more than a pickle. Ooh, this time Siraj nearly gets or finds Jadeja's outside edge. It's a dot. And Sialkot Stallions, goated T20 team. Back in the day, they never lost anything. And they briefly came back to the PSL, but then that same franchise, I don't know if the owners defaulted to something. And then it was resold at an auction, and that then became Multan Sultans, and the original Multan Sultans had already become Rawalpindis. So a lot of things happened in the PSL, man. Unfortunately for Sialkot fans, though, there was no rebirth of the Stallions, and that would have been great. Man, I was just looking at the
I remember them playing the Champions League with Shoaib Malik and...
Yes.
Shoaib Malik.
100%. But that 6 by Jaiswal, Rabada tried the same thing, and he was getting a lot of success. Slightly full, man. I mean, he just errs on his length ever so slightly and gets punished for it. And this is a worrying sign for Gujarat because the physio's out there. Yeah, and he is massaging Siraj's bowling shoulder. Yeah. That is not a good look.
Not sure what's happened. Yep.
We hope
Seems to have really strained himself there. Yeah.
This man is a workhorse, never gets injured. And today should not be the day because, look, if Gujarat win this, it'll be underwhelming to not have Siraj in the final.
Oh, for sure.
I
I
mean, he's also
wonder
the
what's
sort of
happened. I
character
think
who
it's
he might battle through the pain, right? Like he's that guy.
yeah. That's also true. I mean, if we can somehow get through this over, they'll definitely send him off the field and bring him back just for the fourth over eventually, because this is his third over. They will try and push him because it's 10 more balls. Yeah, it seems all right. The physio seems to be going back. Siraj also seems to be going back to his mark. Those are good signs. Yeah.
He doesn't look too confident though. I mean, he's
Yeah.
got his hands on his hips. It's not a very Siraj-esque
That's true.
position to be
That's
in,
true.
I suppose. But he's going to bowl this over at the very least. Like I can see that happening. I'd say
least
just
he'll
give
give
the
it a
third,
shot.
yeah, give the a third power play over to Rabada as well. He might prize out Vaibhav's wicket, right? Like that's what you need to be thinking. You've got to get the kid out.
Get the kid out.
Okay, Richard B is in the house. No, Eric Cart. It does not mean no watch-alongs ever. It means that I have plans on Sunday. That's all it means. Also, like a lot of people were willing to do the finals, so it's fine. They can take that load.
Exactly.
Another cut by Jadeja. This time finds the fielder.
Oh, but single. All right. But well played, Jaddo. Happy with this. Very happy with this.
Yeah, it's been quite enterprising from Jadeja thus far. He's 10 off 5. And Rajasthan have brought up their 50, team 50 in 4.3 overs. 50 for 2 after being what? 9 for 2, right? Yes. 9 for 2, I believe, in 1.5 overs, if I'm not wrong. I'm actually not making notes today.
Correct.
No notes on the phone because there is no post-match show. We don't do those on Friday. So I was like, I don't want to work extra. I'll just remember things.
Yes. By the way, belated Eid Mubarak wishes. How
thank
did
you.
you celebrate yours? How did it go?
It was a hectic Eid, man, because generally Eid in Islamabad for us, for my family, is not as hectic because there's my family and there's my brother and sister's in-laws who are also family. So they are married into the same family, right? So it's just one large party or lunch, basically, and we're done with it. But Aliza, who has been married to me now for a year and a half, she has 3 uncles, not even in Islamabad, in like Pindi or further than that. So I have been on the road for 2 consecutive days. The only plus side is that I have, consumed lots of meat and I love red meat. But I was tired. And, today I was kind of ready to get back to work as well. Because I don't know about you, but if I don't work for an extended period, I get weird. It starts to bother me. I wrote a piece today. I woke up and I wrote a piece. I was like, they'll use it if they want to use it. Otherwise, I'll pitch it to someone else.
Interesting. Very interesting. By the way, the physio is back on the field. Siraj seems to be struggling still. Not sure what to make of it, but he's running back. And, is that a wide?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think that's a legal delivery. Although Butler was struggling to get a hold of it. I think they've reviewed it for a wide.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. So
It did seem
wide
pretty
reviews.
short, to be honest. Yeah, of course.
Soul sucker.
The last thing Siraj needs right now.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a couple of super chats over here that we can take in this wide review period. Prithvi says Siraj is the type of guy to be bowling faster after injuring himself. Which of these two teams will trouble RCB most? Gujarat have Ahmedabad factor, whereas Rajasthan have Vaibhav who can go boom or bust. Gujarat probably can trouble RCB a bit more because of that home ground element. And plus, their bowling attack, not only has it been the best in this IPL season, it's one of the better bowling attacks assembled ever in the IPL. So I feel like they can probably trouble them a bit more. With Rajasthan, it is a bit, Vaibhav coded. If he doesn't click, then it's trouble for them. So, yeah, I believe Gujarat will probably be the tougher team for RCB to face. For our mate Saurabh Somani, I hope that RCB wins because his book would be purchased by more people. He's writing a book with Shanky Kishore on RCB. I want my friend to make more money.
Ooh.
Although, I don't know, man. I'm willing to sacrifice Saurabh's bank account if Vaibhav scores big in the final.
Above shoulder, but it's just margin. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. They've gone to the third decimal. Head is 1.843 meters and the ball is 1.841 meters. That's 2 millimeters we're talking about.
That's good. It's good use of technology. For once, I am on the side of wide reviews. Anyway, Varun C with the super chat says, can Suryavanshi break Gale's 175 record one day? This kid wants to score 200. He's mentioned that already to KP. I will not be surprised if he gets there. He's got Mamba mentality, and mentality is the secondary skill. You know, your primary skill is your game. And here Suryavanshi has just kind of cut Siraj away quite, belligerently for 4. Cut that one with disdain. And that takes Rajasthan to 54 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. So good end to the over for Vaibhav. And I do believe he can break all records in T20s. I genuinely think this kid is special. And anyone who doesn't feel that way, I mean, I would then slightly judge them. Because look, people are saying that he's getting flat decks, whatnot. Other people are getting those decks as well. Why can't they do what this 15-year-old can? Right?
That's one way of putting it. But do you think he can get to his 200 today? That's the bigger question.
No, it's too early, right? Or now that I've said it, he might. Look,
That's the whole
once he's
point
on a
of it.
roll, there is no stopping him. What Rob Barron always says is that the margin is so low with Vaibhav. He will surely punish you if you miss your mark. That's what makes him different. And he is proper, video game coded. Now I'm going to continue to say coded. It's like watching stick cricket, bro. That's basically the Vaibhav Suryavanshi experience.
I actually
Is yours-
mentioned this to Shayan. Like, I don't think I'll be able to score 97 of 29 even on EA cricket, even if I tried a lot.
Oh, nearly a catching opportunity. The fielder dove. Couldn't get there. Maybe Rob Barron calls that a drop, but I'm not going to. Prasidh Krishna is bowling this over, by the way, the last over of the power play, and it's gone for 2 the first ball. Rajasthan 56 for 2 with 5.1 overs, and we've got one more super chat to go through. Content Cricket says, as an RCB fan, I would rather face Gujarat in their home ground rather than this wonder kid. Gujarat can win too, but this kid and Jofra are more scary. I feel like Gujarat are more complete and Rajasthan have more X-factor players. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean,
by the way, that's a
people are-
valid point. Oh, yeah.
People are slagging off Jaiswal, but we know how good Jaiswal can be as well. Oh! Hooked away! That too by Ravindra Jadeja for 6! Well then.
That's a 6. Wow.
High intent Jaddu goes on his merry way. He is now 18 of 7. Unbelievable scenes from Mullapur. And Rajasthan now 62 for 2 and 5.2 overs. So I love how this game has completely changed its complexion. Now Rajasthan are kind of in the driver's seat because batting first, according to both captains, is an advantage.
Definitely.
Why
Great
are
start
you so
this
sad?
for RR after the loss of 2 wickets.
Why are you
I'm
so sad, man?
I'm not sad, but I've been wondering because that's a very valid point from Eric. I don't know if you saw his comment.
I'll bring it
it's
up.
Like Vaibhav
I'll find
is
it.
1.843 meters tall. That's actually a good question. A 15-year-old who's 1.84 meters tall. That's pretty tall. I don't.
Ooh.
So that's like
That is-
6'1" ish.
I never thought of him as a tall guy, but maybe
Exactly.
he is. I'm
6'1" is pretty-
1.83 meters tall, man. I'm 6 feet on the dot.
I'm genuinely surprised. That's actually a very valid observation. I don't think he's that tall, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So the Jadeja promotion has worked like a dream. Rajasthan can say that they've made the most of this power play if you factor in that they lost 2 early wickets. And now, if the pitch is to slow down, then that brings them more and more in the game. They're going to have to score an above par total, though, because their bowling attack is not like Gujarat's. And he pulls again over short fine. In fact, over the fence, isn't it? It's a 6.
yeah. Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
1 bounce 4. Optical illusion over there. Thought that was a 6. But Jadeja is eyeing that fine leg region. I don't know why they don't have fine leg behind for him, especially after that previous 6. And this time it's a 4. Jaddu marches on. 22 of 9. High intent Jaddu. We're getting to see it today in the power play. Ridiculous. And Rajasthan 66 for 2 and 5.4 overs. Okay, then. What do they do now? Do they go to Rashid ASAP?
they would, because I've been a very, very, very big supporter of spin versus Vaibhav. I think spin could be, I mean, is a bit of his Achilles heel in that, not that he's weak against it, but he tends to get out a lot more to spin than to pace. This is something I brought up even in the last watch along. In fact, I'm a bit surprised they didn't bring in Rashid in the power play itself. So I am expecting him to come in, and I don't see Sai Kishore being given an over because, hey, the two left-handers, so we can't bowl a left-arm spinner because less the world would sort of, berate us or ostracize us or some shit like that. Sadly.
No, I mean, look, Rashid versus lefties can be poor on occasion as well, but you need a superstar to pull things back over here. Another pull by Ravi Jadeja, another 4 in the fine leg region. What is happening? Rajasthan were 9 for 2 in 1.5 overs, and they've ended the power play at 70 for 2. What a comeback. And remarkably, Jadeja is 26 of 11. He's scoring at a higher rate than Vaibhav.
Yeah,
What are we
exactly.
witnessing, Akshay?
I don't think I would have ever thought of making a statement like that. Jaddu is scoring faster than Vaibhav Suryavanshi. That's, signs of the bizarre world we live in.
Yeah, Vas has a really good shout. Maybe Washi could be used. You've got two lefties.
Interesting. But they've not used Washi all season. Like, all season.
But maybe they need to try something funky now.
That's true.
Especially if Siraj is, not fit to bowl that last over,
They'll
have to factor
definitely
that
not
in.
try to. Yeah, they'll definitely not try to bring him in anytime soon. They'll want to give him as much rest as possible. For all our man's also belted a lot of biryani yesterday, and that's probably showing up today.
Yeah, perhaps.
Ow.
Yeah, man, this is my preferred Eid because I'm a meat guy, and this is the meat Eid. So I've had so much Bannu beef pulao and different kinds of pulao.
What's Bannu?
And, Bannu is a place in KP, in Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
So Bannu beef pulao is according to me the best rice dish in the world. And I had a lot of barbecue. I had like lamb roast. It's been fun. I'm probably.
Oh, it's Washi, by the way.
It is Washi.
And I'm very, very jealous, and I'm very, very upset. So let's not. It's not. I'm sad.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Weber versus Washi. Oh, he's not gone for an attacking shot. Who is this kid? He's opted for a single. It's like they
very surprised. Genuinely very surprised.
Yeah. Jadeja and Vaibhav have definitely gone through some sort of role reversal over here. And quite fascinating, man. Also had some really good lasagna, by the way. Beef lasagna.
Okay, how does lasagna feature in a... in an Eid meal?
It's got meat in it. It qualifies.
That's all you need, huh?
Yeah.
By that logic, I guess Rachel's shepherd's pie would also make it just because there's... not shepherd's pie. She made some sort of...
whatever she made.
She was trying to... Yeah, whatever she made, exactly.
Meat,
but it had
what
meat
was
in
it? Beef, peas and onions, something like that. The
peas,
trifle.
jam and onion...
beef trifle.
Yeah,
I suppose it would. There was another thing that I tried. It was like a stew sort of situation. Not in a hurry, though. I don't know what it's called. But,
no sweets?
Yeah. Sevia, if you know what that is. Some people call it sevanya. Yeah. And then my nephew is pretty big on desserts. Like he makes them themselves. So
lovely.
Yeah. He had this chocolate Marie biscuit thing. Then there was my sister's mango dessert. Like I said, I've probably gained a few pounds over this Eid break, but I'll go hard during June and July because I need to go to Thailand in August, and I can't be sporting a dad bod. Yeah, no, I can't be sporting a dad bod.
You need a beach board. No, but Sevanya is called Shavge, like in our language, which is Kannada, the language that's spoken in Karnataka. So Sevanya kheer, like the kheer, it's called Shavge Paisa. Paisa is the kheer.
Okay.
You might have heard of Paisa, and that's... Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of like when they overdose it with different things. Like I don't want coconut in that shit. Like I don't want raisins.
Oh, yeah.
And
I hate raisins. I love my kajus, but not my raisins. Yeah. I hate
kajus
raisins.
Are great. Kajus are like God's dry fruit. I'm completely fine with them. Even almonds.
Kajus are like almonds. The potatoes of the sweet dessert world. Like they go well with anything. Kajus, you just can't go wrong. Yeah, raisins. Give me raisins as just separately. I can have them. Raisins in my desserts, it's such a turn off. It really pisses me off.
Karthik, a lot
All
of people
right.
put coconut in Sevilla, which in Italian is vermicelli. And yeah, nothing much else though. I've already named everything. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm ready
Yeah,
to work
sounds
now
like it.
though, and ready to work out as well. Huh, so quite
Oh,
over. So the wash experiment has worked. Just 6 singles,
yeah.
and Rajasthan 76 for 2 after 7.
By the way, serious fan Bart, right? You get masala dosa. I mean, masala dosa in Pakistan.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get
interesting.
like certain kinds of dosa. I've had it in Islamabad, not a massive fan. I think Karachi does dosa better. And then I've had a lot of it in Canada. But then the last time I
Karachi
mentioned
makes sense.
dosa, yeah, I
Huh.
said I like my dosa with cheese in it, and people lost their shit. They were like, "Who are you? Cancel this
Mm.
guy."
Fair enough. Fair enough. I also am with them for what it's worth.
Hmm.
But Karachi does make sense because I think I told you right. Karachi has a small community of Malayalis, Keralites,
Yeah.
people from Kerala who migrated like 200 years ago, 150 years ago, who's
Hmm.
still there. So I can still imagine, some of them probably do run dosa. So because dosa is also very big in Kerala.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
assume you're
also a
right.
Tamil
Karachi,
population in Liari. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, Karachi
yeah,
is a bit of a melting pot when it comes to Pakistan. You get people from all over, and it's probably one of the more progressive places as well.
fair.
And
Yeah. Fair.
all,
Is
or not
Danish
all,
Khanina
but I
also
would
from?
say, yeah, Danish Canary is from there. Danish Canaria's cousin is married to my cousin, so there's that as well.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't talk
Mr.
about Danish Canaria though.
Behram.
Fuck Danish Canaria.
Oh, of course.
And I I have like 5 Hindu friends in Pakistan. And I think 4 are from Karachi, so that's the hotbed for the Hindu population as well. And there are
Isn't there a
multiple,
small pop?
yeah, small
I
population
I
where.
think there's a small Hindu population in Quetta or somewhere, from what I remember vaguely. Like I remember reading up on it somewhere, but that was a while back.
That I don't know, but
Hmm.
there are multiple centers in Sindh, which are like entirely
Yeah,
Hindu towns as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
I
That's
think
true. That's true.
Mithi is the name of one which is really popular. Diwali over there is quite an occasion. And uses his feet, Jadeja slashes
Oh,
at
not
it.
bad.
Another
Oh,
4 off the cut. He is spamming the cut shot and the pull to fine leg. He's gotten most of his runs in those regions. And he is playing a blinder. Ravindra Jadeja, 33 of
the move has
16.
worked out brilliantly for them.
It literally
Yeah.
has worked like a dream. And Rajasthan
Yeah.
have now propelled themselves to 80 for 2 in 7.2 overs. For those of you who are asking me, what did Danish Canaria do? Fixing. He was caught in a fixing scandal in England. He's the
Yeah.
guy who
For
screwed over
Essex?
Mervyn
Yeah.
Westfield, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
something
right.
like that. Yeah. Anyway,
By the way, Danish, if I'm not wrong, was it Danish uncle? Like he's also played for Pakistan, right? The
Anil
wicket
Dalpat.
keeper,
He was a
Anil.
wicket
Yeah,
keeper.
Talpat.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was in Imran's team or maybe the team before that. But Oz has a super chat for us. He says, Shoaib Akhtar KKR time thoughts. Short lived. The first game was insane, where he just came on and wrecked Delhi Daredevils. And then Shah Rukh jumped on him, and those are scenes that we'll all probably remember. Shoaib would have been great in the IPL. I just know it because he has this relationship with India and he would have thrived over there. Even if
Yeah.
he was at the back end of his career, I feel like that relationship would have really flourished even more.
By the way, what's happened here? 2 balls in, like, did someone get injured? Why have they gone for a timeout in the middle of an over?
Yeah, when does that happen?
God knows. I mean, it's just randomly happened here. So, yeah.
Anyway, timeout time.
Yeah,
And
that's
yes,
true.
Kushag, Wasim Akram was the coach at
Kushagra.
KKR.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kushagra.
yeah,
Wasim was
yeah.
the coach at KKR for a long time, in fact. That
Yep.
relationship lasted quite a few years. I think he won 2 titles.
Yep. 2011 to 15. He was there with them for 5 seasons.
Yeah. I don't know if
And also,
Shoaib is for sure the most famous Pakistani cricketer in India, are you? Because Imran back in the day was all the rage.
but I think Shoaib was someone who would have really thrived in the glamorous world of IPL because IPL wasn't just about cricket; it was the glam, and
Yeah.
that's something Shoaib took to like a duck to water. So, yeah, fair.
Yeah. Look, that's the kind of life that he's lived. Have I told you I've partied with Shoaib?
What?
Yeah. It's interesting. You know how on camera he's always me, 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 me? It's not like that in person. I am now convinced that that is a caricature that he puts on, or a mask that he puts on in front of the camera because I think he knows it sells.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time with him, but very normal man. In fact, very humble. He didn't act like some sort of superstar in front of me.
Ayush has some pertinent questions, but before that, by the way, Saurabh, our dear friend, has confirmed that apparently Jadeja called for the physio, and that's why they've decided to take the strategic timeout. So he seems to have pulled something somewhere. Let's hope it's not anything too serious. But do you want to answer that question, or shall we swiftly move on to something less controversial?
Just gateway stuff, man.
Right. There you go. Less controversial.
Yeah. No, he's actually I didn't get that air of arrogance from him at all. So maybe he's just a different bloke in person.
He could have changed for all you know. Yeah.
No, I think he'll always remain that guy on TV. I think he just has a method. And look, to be fair to him, he's making a lot of money being on TV. So clearly something is working out for him. But then he's Shoaib Akhtar. He's going to always get that money. That's also a thing.
Is he still based on Rawalpindi?
He's in Islamabad. He's like a 5-minute drive from my place. You can randomly catch Shoaib running in a field in Islamabad. It happens.
So would you say Pakistan does not have the same level of deifying or celebrity culture like say India has, wherein you constantly want to invade their privacy, know what they're doing, know what's happening and all of it? Like is that a thing in Pakistan as well?
Nearly chops on Jadeja on that occasion, so play has resumed, and I think it's not as prevalent in Pakistan. Like, of course, there will be fans who line up for selfies, but it won't get to the point where the cricketer is afraid of going out in public,
Oh. Someone of Shoaib Akhtar's stature, I don't think would be able to just go out for a run casually in India. No offense, but yeah.
So I've heard. I mean, look, there's a reason why Virat and Sachin and those guys have moved to England, right? And fair play to them because, look, privacy is also important. You don't want to be the center of attention all the time. Oh, is that a wicket? How did that... I don't understand the physics on that delivery.
Oh, it's just...
It's ballooned.
No. Yeah, but it's not a wicket. It's gone off the thigh pad, I guess. I'm not sure because my stream buffered at the exact point of contact. Let me watch the replay. Oh, no. It's bad bounce and then it's gone to... Yeah. Butler. He's just chopped it on essentially, but it's gone to the keeper.
Yeah. Okay, so it was basically a bump ball. Got it.
Yeah.
My eyes failed me on that occasion. Sabyasachi Ghosh, the man with the perfect name, is in the comments. And he's left that one. Jadeja. So he's back to being Jaddu of old now?
I mean, I would say just retire him out if he's going... Oh, it's been given a wide.
Whoa! Wow. I wouldn't have given that.
Didn't seem like it. Yeah. Holders already asking Gill if we should review this.
I think they should.
That genuinely didn't look like a wide. I saw the replay. That didn't look like a wide to me.
Looked pretty legal to me. Sai Kishore has that look of like a skateboarder drummer who also surfs. And also, can charm a snake if he wants to. Like, he looks like a really cool dude to me. I wish I had that hair.
By the way, we haven't seen Suryavanshi on strike for a while now.
Yeah. I mean,
last
look,
over they didn't take 6 singles, so fair. Yeah.
Ever since the power play ended, we've just seen one boundary, right? So things have gotten a bit hush-hush.
Come on, Suryavanshi. Waiting. What can you do?
Yeah, man. Entertain us. Holder's done well in his first over. And he leaves it this time. Vaibhav, most days would have uppercut that, mind you. He chooses to leave this one alone. So maybe this is some pressure acting on the mind of the 15-year-old. Rajasthan still, I would say, in the driver's seat, 82 for 2 in 8 overs. But they've pulled things back nicely, Gujarat, post-power play. They've just conceded 12 runs in 2 overs. And let's see if the Royals can put their foot on the gas soon. Jadeja's walking off, by the way. He's done.
Oh, good on him, to be honest. Like I said, good time to retire him out because they've got plenty of batting to come.
Yeah.
and they should back someone like a Parag or Ferreira to come good for them. So fair call, fair call. And I don't know if it's also got to do with his niggle because he doesn't seem to be too comfortable walking off. So I think that also has played a
Yeah.
role somewhere there.
Absolutely. Look, he's retired hurt, not retired out, just to let people know. And that means that he could potentially come back in later. I mean, look, 34 of 19 for Ravindra Jadeja. I think that's a net positive knock by all standards. And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
done his job.
for sure.
He weathered the storm and also maximized the power play. It's incredible what he's managed, really.
Yeah.
Mustafa,
And by the
with
way,
the question. Yeah.
sorry, before you go ahead, they showed just now that he's retired hurt and not retired out, which means he can still come back. It's the injury that's played a role in him walking off. Oh, wait.
Were you
Am I not
not
audible?
hearing me? You have repeated exactly what
Oh,
I've said.
oh, geez. I'm really sorry. I was busy watching Jaddu. I was trying to see if they show. Oh, wow. I was so busy watching the game. My bad.
This
my
is
bad.
classic though, because I do this all the time. And Rashid Khan's first delivery has been pulled away for 4 by Rayan Parag in a very nonchalant manner. And this is good stuff by Parag, attacking first ball, taking Rashid down. Rajasthan are now 86 for 2 and 8.1 overs. So this is fun.
Come to think of it, Behram, 4 batters, 3 of them have started, by scoring a boundary of the first ball. The one who hasn't is Suryavanshi. What are the odds of something like that happening?
Not Jaiswal either, right?
Jaiswal
Another
also
one.
scored a boundary of his first ball, right?
No, just a
In
single.
the first over.
Yeah, he went for 1 of 2.
Oh,
and that's
sorry.
a 6.
He did.
So he follows
To
up
6.
that boundary with a heave for 6, Rayan Parag. Almost an identical shot to the previous one, but this time he gets more elevation. Rashid Khan has been obliterated for 10 runs off his first 2 balls. And Rajasthan's skipper means business.
Long hop.
Long
hop. This one.
This is poor bowling as well by Rashid. And this time it's a full length delivery, just a single. So after that flurry of runs, Rajasthan are now 93 for 2 and 8.3 overs. And yeah, this question by Mustafa. Where are you watching the game in Pakistan? Bro, I get a legal stream, paid stream from work. So I watch it on that. I'm sorry to
2 long hops and 1
kill
extremely
this for
full
you.
delivery there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Rashid's yet to get his length right. Let's see what he does here to Suryavanshi, because if he bowls a long hop to Suryavanshi, I don't think he's the kind to, let that pass.
Oh no! He's erred again, Rashid Khan, and down on one knee, Vaibhav Suryavanshi has swiped him for a big 6. Wow.
Oh my word.
This is what I don't like
Another long hop.
of Rashid, that when he's bowling to left-handers, sometimes he's going to be too leg-side-ish, and you're just giving Vaibhav deliveries in his arc, man. Don't bowl them over there to this kid, because he's not going to...
I mean, at that length, you bowl wherever you want. This kid is going to smash
Yeah.
you, slash you, cut you, whatever he wants for his 6. That length just can't
Also-
work.
Also
Sadly.
fair, and that maximum takes Rajasthan to 99 for 2 and 8.4 overs. Alarm bells are ringing for Gujarat. Better delivery. And 100 up for Rajasthan now. 100 for 2 and 8.5 overs.
Much better delivery. First good delivery of the over.
Yeah, this is a good one by Singer, who says that's his shot. Sitting on his knees and pulling balls from his head. Agreed. Okay, so NBB is saying, Behram, when Rashid Khan played the PSL, did you ever notice a difference in how he was used by his captain compared to the IPL? He would be bowled throughout the middle by Shaheen. That's how he used him. But also, you have to take into account that Rashid was a better bowler then. He hadn't had so many injuries. He hadn't had so many surgeries. Right? And plus, he's not 25. We know that. So, age can also catch up to a guy. He's definitely not the same kind of commodity that he once was. I mean, he's gone for 18 runs in this over. So that tells you something.
And bizarre move also, because Boshi had bowled a really good over. So I'm not sure. At least I hope Boshi continues from the other end in that case. You need to give him a few more overs, because clearly they're not trusting Sai Kishore until Vaibhav is in the middle, which is very sad.
True, they are wasting the slow left armour, but then Rayan Parag also bashes spin, right? I mean, it's not an easy time to bowl him. Holder's the right call for me for this period. You give him more overs, and there's a super chat by Shreyas who says, it's insane how Vaibhav has become such a phenomena. Even non-cricket fans are talking about him. My dad had never bought a match ticket in his life, but he bought tickets just to watch Vaibhav bat. Well, that is true.
Whoa.
I think everyone across the globe is talking about him. And, you know, everyone that I've met over the Eid break who watches cricket at least has mentioned his name to me. And he is, you know, the talk of the town, and deservedly so. I mean, what he's pulling off over here is just beyond unbelievable, honestly.
Very true.
Okay, according to who was it, Himanish, who said that this is the best ever season that any batter has ever had in the IPL.
Yeah.
So there's that, and he's 15. I mean, Gale smashed 59 sixes and 460 odd balls. He's gotten there in 260 odd balls, like 200 balls quicker. It's incredible. And Prithvi with the super chat on Vaibhav this time. I'm assuming there'll be lots of super chats on Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He says, even without his age, Vaibhav's IPL is legendary. The boy is on top of orange cap and strike rate leaderboards. These type of seasons come rarely. Savor them. Only wish he didn't kill my sunrises. I mean, look, anyone who comes in his way on days where he is hot is dead. But I don't know, man. I think it might even be repeatable in his case.
Because
Maybe he'll
even with someone
better
like
this
a Gale, there were a few weaknesses that he could exploit. Like with Suryavanshi, there's no distinct weakness that you can sort of rely on. You know what? If we do this, then we're surely getting this wicket, or there's an 80% chance of getting this wicket. There's nothing like that.
Yeah, true. Like I said, and like Rob Barron continues to say, the margin of error is negligible. You miss your mark, he's going to pummel you. And look, on a slow day, because this is not as rapid as he usually bats, he's 42 of 24. Any other batter in the world is 42 of 24, and you're saying that he's on one. And we think Vaibhav's not even on a tear right now. So that just pays homage to the kid's genius. He's incredible. And this time Parag swivels, flicks, and goes.
Oh, nice.
He's gone. I was pretty convinced that that'll be a 6, but Jason Holder has struck.
Same.
Ryan Parag looked good, and he's holed out a deep mid wicket for a 6-ball 11. Rajasthan lose their third. They are 101 for 3 in 9.3 overs. So Jason Holder, he's been their best bowler thus far, Gujarat Titans, and he's had an incredible season as well. He's been so good.
Jeez. That's a big wicket
day.
because,
Yeah. No, finish your thought.
he's the one decent spin hitter in RR. The fact that he's also now gone means, I mean, Suryavanshi is there. I'm not I'm talking about batters outside Suryavanshi. But interesting. Now, I want to see if Gill gives Rashid another over because of the fact that Parag's also gotten out here. And I also want to see who do RR send in here. Is it Dasun Shanaka? Which, once again, he's not a batter. I sort of rate very highly.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. They are once again in a bit of a pickle, and I suppose they are good to go as long as Vaibhav's out there. If he departs, then things get really tricky. Then I think Gujarat is in the driver's seat. But I dare say that they are right now because Suryavanshi is a mad kid and anything can happen. Had a tough day at the gym, Akshay?
Yeah, it was the endurance, man. You have no idea. I had to do 200 squats in 10 minutes and I did that. And
wow.
Yeah, my hammies went for a toss. I did 180 push-ups. That was over 15 minutes. Sorry, not 180 push-ups, technically 90 push-ups and 90 dips. Not for the faint-hearted, let's just put it that way. But I'm proud of the fact that I've reached these numbers. Yeah.
Now imagine what life is like for a wicketkeeper.
Oh, wicketkeeper is next level shit, man. Next level shit. The hands, the thighs, the hammies. Oof, yeah.
Let's see if Holder can get another one. Nope.
The funny thing is, I was a guy who I did not know how I wasn't able to do a single push-up or a pull-up up until like 7 months ago. Single. Oh. Not even one. Yeah.
Well, pull-up, I don't think I'll ever be able to do because my body weight, I cannot kind of lift myself, man. No chance. Push-ups, if I start doing them every day, I think my record is 30 odd.
So I do band-assisted pull-ups. I still can't do them entirely by myself. Like I get exhausted very quickly. But even then it's been something. It's been a journey. And also, Bharat, why are my hammies hurting? Because of the squats, not the push-ups.
Yeah.
I literally started by saying that. So
Rajasthan
interesting.
103 for 3 at the halfway mark. So, that's decent for 10 overs, but they were 70 for 2 after the power play. So they have slightly slowed
Exactly.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about you? Did
Anyway.
you go out on your workout today?
No, I haven't worked out ever since I got back from Karachi, man. Even in Karachi, I didn't work out because it's just been,
Fair. Yeah.
work, Eid, and now I'm planning to start working out June onwards. I need to go crazy for 2 months, though. Maybe I'll factor in swimming along with the workout. I'll go hard on
Swimming
cardio,
is
so
a
even if I
great.
don't build any muscle, at least I lose some fat. And
Yeah,
I need
fair,
to look
fair.
good in Thailand. I need to fit into my wedding tux for my friend's wedding. That's the aim.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think, why are you wearing your wedding tux in Thailand? Makes sense.
Well, you need to wear your wedding clothes as much as you can because you spend an arm and a leg on them.
Oh, unpopular opinion. I don't know if I should say this out loud, man. Okay.
Yeah, you can
So
say it out loud.
I've been trying to convince my partner that I want to rent my outfits. I'm not big
Do
on
it.
outfits in general.
And that's
So
a pickup shot by Weber. Frees his arms and lofts the ball in that deep extra cover region for a one bounce four.
oh,
Look,
nice shot.
he's still out there. Rajasthan are still in control up
Yeah,
until,
yeah, that's good.
he's out there. And this was just an easy shot for him. Too much width on offer. All he needed to do was extend his arms and bam, that's a one bounce four.
I mean, I get the idea. The idea was, I'm assuming he wanted to bowl a wide Yorker. But the problem again, the margin for error with Yorkers, you bowl slightly short. If it's full length, you're gone. If you bowl a full toss, you're
He's
gone.
pulled it. It is in the air. Oh, dropped. Vaibhav
Oh!
Suryavanshi has been dropped by Sai, I believe. That looks like Sai Sudarshan from a distance. Wow.
Criticise
This
Sudarshan. I just saw it.
this is catastrophic. This could be game deciding. Vaibhav was gone for all money on 46 of 25. He's picked up a single because they've dropped him. And Rajasthan could have been 107 for 4. Instead, they're 108 for 3 with the
Oh
boy
my
monster
word.
still out there. This could be the moment where the script completely flips for Gujarat. Because a guy like Vaibhav, he will just go hell for leather, right? Like he will probably look at this dropped opportunity and say like, okay, today's my day. I got to go for it.
But Sudarshan, that catch was there, man. That catch was there to be taken. Not that I'm complaining about it, but I mean, bad cricket is bad cricket. It doesn't matter if it's from the opposition, but
Yeah.
I.
Damn, so you really are full on Rajasthan, right? Like you're
Oh, yeah.
calling Gujarat the opposition.
Oh yeah. I see. It's not even coming from a place of love for Rajasthan. It's coming from a place of disdain that how can this bloody squad make it to the final? I know I'm being very rude, extremely biased. Make no mistake. This is not an objective opinion. So you can color me very, very, very biased. Make no mistake.
I think if you look at the construction of the batting order, it's fair to say how have they been so good and made it this far.
Yeah.
But look, the bowling
This is
has been
enough.
phenomenal, and that's a leave by Shanaka, not a wide. He's gifted 19 trees to some part of India, if that's the
Which is good. Which is
yeah.
good.
I mean,
Yeah, by the
look,
way, about the wedding outfit. So I was saying, I've been trying to get
Yeah.
her to, so about looking good and all of it. So I've been trying to convince her to rent my outfit. So far, so good in that she's not very against it, but it's also like, why?
no,
That's
do
her
it.
question.
Save that money, bro. Save every penny you can, and then spend it on things that you like. You're not going to
And
wear
to be
this
honest,
wedding
it's
outfit
not
a
even-
lot.
Yeah, it's not even coming from a place of saving money. In my defense, I genuinely am someone who is a bit more passionate than the average person about being mindful about my carbon footprint, about not unnecessarily buying stuff and
Okay.
hoarding. I hate it. So I just like I prefer keeping things simple. I have my wardrobe. I like using them. I'm not very big on buying a lot of things, buying a lot of new things. It sounds cool when you hear it for the first time. Trust me, it's very irritating if you have to live with me. I know. So good on her
No, man.
for accepting me. Yeah, that's
I definitely endorse Akshay Kumaraswamy, the minimalist. I can fuck
that.
with that.
Oh,
All right, good bumper, but is that a wide? I don't know why I find this funny from M. Rizvi, but he's just said JD Vanshi.
oh yeah,
It's random, but I thought it was funny. But yeah, dude, if you can, you know what? You live in India. There's probably an entire industry out there who helps people rent clothes
yeah,
worn
yeah.
by Bollywood stars.
Oh, I don't know that, but there are a couple of really good rental stores that have opened up in the recent past, and I've used them. I've used them for my friends' weddings, and I'm not even kidding. My friends were blown with my attires, and exactly my point. I can wear the best of clothes, the more, and I can have such a diverse collection. I don't have to worry about wearing the same tux or wear the same kurtas again and again. I can go for different sherwanis and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and
fair
it's
enough.
pretty cool. Yeah.
However, Abbas has clapped back. He said, I mean, Akshay does have 10 IPL shirts. You know what?
I've bought one. Technically, I've bought zero. The RCB jersey was gifted to me. The others were work. My work gave them to me because I was supposed to wear these last year for the cricket.com watchalongs. I didn't buy them. Like, I have no hope.
Nice.
If anything, I don't mind using them on an average day, but I've been told very clearly and explicitly in no mean ones that I'm not supposed to wear these out casually. So I was like, fine, fair. Okay, makes sense. Not outdoor worthy clothes, these are.
So I'm just hypothesizing right now. We have 54 deliveries remaining in this game. If Vaibhav plays half of them and goes on a tear, he can score 90 odd runs, right?
Yeah. Easily.
If he
Yeah.
does that, he crosses the 800 run mark. Is there an outside chance he crosses Kohli's record?
Oh. Wait,
don't
what's
think
his
there
tally
is.
at right now?
I have no idea, but I know he was 700 plus, right?
So then let me. It's still a very far-fetched idea, but fair. Somewhere
Yeah.
in the realm of possibility on the fringe.
I don't like to have mental blocks when it comes to this kid. I like to keep an open mind. Anything can
Fair.
happen.
Suryavanshi is on 727 as we speak, so he's still a good 246 runs behind Kohli. That's a lot of
Yeah,
runs.
that might be a bit of a stretch, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, the Pakistan side is playing today. The women, that is.
They must have already
Yeah.
started playing. In fact, it was at 8
Yeah.
p.m.
Yes, West Indies are batting first, though. I'm excited to see how Pakistan goes.
Well, look, Haley
Oh.
Matthews has a phenomenal record versus Pakistan, so get her out for starters, and then they can.
I mean,
hope.
last game she single-handedly won them versus Ireland, 88
Yeah.
or 50, something like that. Okay, hold up, and they get Shanaka there, 3 of 9. Exactly the kind of innings I expected from the Lankan. No offense to our lad, but man, oh man, was that a bad knock? And boy, oh boy, are Rajasthan Royals in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, this is just poor. Look, that is the length that, they've peppered Gujarat seamers and Holder. He's having a really good day out there in Mullapur. Gets his second wicket of the day or evening. And Dasun Chanaka, ultimately, it's a 9-ball 3. So that is net, negative, net. That's how bad that was. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get picked in the next IPL. And I don't
Again,
mean to
man.
slag him off, but then again, maybe we've already seen the best of Dasun Shanaka, and maybe there's a case to be made that the best of Dasun Shanaka wasn't all too good either. Or great.
By the way,
either.
it's
Good he
Archer
was.
at number 6. They
Ooh!
sent an
Now,
Archer. Oh, wow. I like
Rob
that move.
Barron, somewhere in Dubai right now, Rob Barron must have gotten a boner because they've upped the volatility. And this is probably going to really excite him. And he'd be pissed off with the dropped catch from earlier. Look, Jofra has been in fine hitting form. They've gambled over here. Kind of want this to come good because if Jofra scores like a 11 ball 35, that's going to really give us a solid game. They've been funky.
Again.
They've been super funky, Rajasthan.
Sometimes
Oh,
for
leading
their own-
edge! Wow. Now, that should have been taken, buddy. I think that's a drop catch.
Okay, let me see what's happened. Oh man, my streams once again. I didn't see that. I'll wait for the replay. But tell me one thing: in what world is Shanaka
No.
a better batting option than Hetmeyer? Like, I don't get it. What has Hetmeyer done?
I don't know, man. I forgot they
no,
had
no,
Hetmeyer.
Yeah,
Not a
And-
drop catch. I was
yeah.
being too mean. But Rob Barron would have
Yeah.
said that had he timed his run better, he would have got there. Siraj. Anyway,
Yeah.
what an over
Had
by Jason
Siraj
Holder.
not belted 3 or 4 biryanis yesterday, probably he would have been there. But we'll have to give him again. This is post Bakri, so again, cutting him some slack. That's it.
Fair enough. Anyway, Rajasthan now reeling at 110 for 4 and 11.5 overs. Jason Holder is 2 for 10 and 2.5 overs. He is having one hell of an outing in Mullapur. And I mean, look, get Vaibhav right now and win the game. That's where we're at. And Suryavanshi will know this. And they would have already gotten there had Siraj not or Sai Sudarshan not dropped the catch.
That's true. I agree with Prithvi. I think that's the only logic I can come up with. There's no other reason why Hetmyer is not playing.
Did he miss his flight?
No. He stole something of Parag. That's all I'll say. Once again, I'm not sure where to draw the line. Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened. Hetmyer had a verbal fight with Parag where he said shit about Andrew Tate. That's what's happened over here. And that riled Parag up and he chucked him out of the team.
Fair.
Yep.
That's also a valid explanation. Because I can't. I mean, sure, you can argue.
Or he missed a flight. One of those two things.
Bizarre. Very bizarre.
Especially after the World Cup that Hetty had, right? Like, surely he'd come good at some point.
And again, the next guy is Dasun Shanaka. No offense to Mr. Shanaka. He's great. He must be great. There's a reason why they probably brought him in. But it's Shimron Hetmyer. So, I don't know, man. Worst case, you could have just picked Luandre Pretorius if you don't want to trust Hetmyer. You had another batting option. Like, what about Shanaka makes you think that he will come good? Because he hasn't.
Luan is more top order bat though, right? So he might have been difficult to fit. Hetmyer would have just fit like a glove, honestly. And that sort of player, you just back till the end. And you hope that one of these days he will completely, outclass the opposition team. Shanaka doesn't give you much. You're not going to use him for a lot of overs. And over here, he was just abysmal with the bat. He's kind of set them back a couple of overs because now Rajasthan are not going at 10 runs and over. And you'd think that even on a surface which is expected to slow down, the way Gujarat bat with insurance and the top three are going to, spend time out in the middle, anything below 200 they'll get. And is that the web of wicket? Oh my God, he's had such a lucky evening, man. He's pulled that ball. It's fallen just short of Sai Sudarshan at fine leg. Incredible how he keeps surviving. And look, he's 49 of 30 now, a slowish knock from Vaibhav. But more importantly, he's still out there in the middle.
But I really want to believe that this is the fewest Vaibhav has scored after facing 30 deliveries. He's usually anywhere between 70 or north of 70, north of even 100 at times. I mean, not 100, north of 90 at least. So, wow. 49 of 30 is genuinely a new low.
Maybe there's a bit in the surface, right? Like, there could be that as well. No one else has done anything apart from him and Jadeja. So, that's something that needs to be factored in as well.
Yeah.
Pulled away this time for 6. What a shot by Jofra Archer. Joffers going out there and excelling in that pinch hitter role. Look, their funky batting order has really worked out over here. Jadeja gave them stability and quick runs. And now they've promoted Archer and he's just pulled Prasidh Krishna for 6. And he was in complete control of that pull, by the way. Like, this was not a lucky pull shot. This was not a top edge. That was middle of middle. And it was a flat 6.
I want to see how does Archer. What I'm trying to think. So you think Archer has been sent in just with the intention of pinch hitting, just go there, pinch a few sixes, and come back.
He's gone. I'm sorry, that's a bit of a spoiler for you, but went for a full-blooded drive. The feet did not move. He's edged one to Joss Butler behind the stumps, and Prasidh Krishna has the last laugh versus Joff. 5 down now, Rajasthan Royals for 118 runs in 12.4 overs. So, worrying signs. They did a bit of a rescue job after losing 2 early wickets. And now we are getting close to that territory where, 200 might be a bit of a difficult task. It's still on. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
That's such a tail-ender kind of slog / whatever it is. The feet went nowhere. It was just all hands. The bat did not come down and I'm all in the angle that it should have. Thick edge to Butler. Shouldn't use Shubham Dubey, right? That's exactly what they're trying to avoid. They do not want to bring in Shubham Dubey. Yeah.
Jadu's back.
Fair.
What is up with them not sending in Donovan Pereira? Or Ferreira,
I think they're trying to push his entry point. They believe that they don't want to send him before the 15th over. We've seen this in the past as well from them. So I get that. And if Jadeja's fit, good move. If Jadeja isn't, then once again, yeah. But that's where great shout at Gogo Power Rangers. Washi, Rashid, Sai Kishore bring in spin. Can't
Yeah.
believe again Sai Kishore, man. What's the point of? I feel
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean,
guy. I feel for the
you've
guy.
wasted a spot in your lineup essentially. Like, you could have played a batter and then you could have subbed another batter in the second innings. I don't know, man. Look, it is baffling how Gujarat, they have these moments, but it hasn't really impacted their season. But Jaddu's back, he takes a single. And look, Dono Ferreira, I like him as a power hitter. Maybe it is, the right call to extend his entry point or delay his entry point. But he's got the look and feel of a wildling from Game of Thrones. He is a really powerful lad and a little underrated as a T20 asset, I believe.
I mean, he's especially after the 100 last year, where he really sort of nailed that role, that finisher's role. I think now slowly he has been coming good. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more of him and we'll see his name being spoken about a lot more. Just almost in the same breath as someone like a Tim David, he can become that consistent finisher for an IPL side. Whether it's Rajasthan or not, that we'll have to see. Meanwhile, Prasidh runs in. Oh, pulls it for a single.
And that'll be 50 for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. 31 ball half century. So that's quite slow for his standards. And Rajasthan are 120 for 5 in 13 overs. So Vaibhav needs to go bang now. And you know what? This is a good half century because so many wickets have fallen that you take a 31 ball 50. But now there needs to be some acceleration because, like I said, you give Gujarat an under 200 total and they will waltz their way to the target. Can't afford that.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you remove 2 of the top 3 early. Gogo Power Rangers, I'm more and more convinced with every passing day that you are just Varun and this is your alt account because he says, how dare you, Behram? Gujarat must have at least 7 bowling options every game. We need to have a podcast, Akshay, with you and Varun, just kind of talk Gujarat Titans. Needs to happen.
Oh, happy to.
Yeah. He also has mentioned on numerous occasions that he might physically combust if they win the IPL. He might retire. He might quit Combox.
I seriously agree with that, man. I can't. I just can't stand the idea of or the thought of them winning a trophy. Again, no offense to their fans or the side. It's not a side that should be winning. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, they're not intent build like you or Varun would want, but whatever they've done has worked for them. I just feel like they're a bit too reliant on that top 3, but the bowling attack really is a bit of a cheat code. And, as the old adage goes, batters win you games, bowlers win you tournaments. I don't know how relevant that is in modern day white ball cricket, especially T20 cricket, because batters can win you tournaments. We've just seen India win a tournament, where in the last 2 knockouts, the batters, you could argue, plus Bumrah in the semi, they really...
That's also true.
Man, it's so hot over here that my air conditioner is on 16 and I'm sweating.
Ooh. What's the temperature in Ahmedabad? I mean, in Islamabad right now?
It was 40 today, I believe. Yeah. It's one of those
Thankfully,
summers.
Bangalore's weather's... Bangalore usually has cooler temperatures, so yeah.
All right, so I reckon this is another timeout because we're just seeing some highlights.
Yeah. It is. And Vaibhav, slowest 50 for sure. I really hope he does something.
Bring Washi on. If you're not going to give Sai Kishore an over, then Washi makes sense right now. You got 2 lefties. Sure, there's a risk with Vaibhav, but at least you might be able to tie down Ravi Jadeja. And Jason Holder bowls out directly after that. And then you see where to go in the last 5. Varun's not going to come, Karthik. It's just Akshay and myself for now, and maybe Saurabh joins us, but he's not required to. If he feels like it, he might. Alex Willie is saying Akshay should grow a stash.
I did. I mean,
you
for
know
the
what?
longest time I was to grow a stash.
I recently followed Akshay's private account on Instagram, and this guy's profile picture, he has a mustache and one of those little beards.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this the same guy? I'm like enlarging the photo. I'm like, yeah, looks like the same guy.
That was 8 years ago. So for the longest time, I used to do just a stash and that whatever goatee, whatever you want to call it. In 21 is when I completely got over it. I've never grown a stash since then. It's usually a beard, and then I trim or shave the beard and move past
He
it. So
goes
it's been a while.
big up and over. The covers for 6. I think it's a 6. Might be a 1 bounce
Lovely.
4.
Jadoo. Oh, that's
Yeah, no,
Suryavanshi.
that's
Okay.
not Jadeja. Vaibhav Suryavanshi has finally decided to tee off. Wrong length by KG Rabada. He should know better. He had some success versus Vaibhav early on. It is a 6 indeed. Just bosh that over the covers for
Played,
6.
man.
And yeah, that takes
Oi.
Rajasthan to 126 for 5 in 13.1 overs. And if we can get a bit of, or if we can get some fireworks from Vaibhav, I'd personally really enjoy it because kind of what I was hoping for before the stream started.
I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't enjoy a Weber special here. So we're all for
that's
it.
hit his head. Rabada has hit the kid's head.
Okay.
There'll be a concussion
Waiting.
check now. Gets the length right.
Oh, that's flush.
That
That's
was
hit
the
him
length.
flush.
Yeah. Look, he's a bit he doesn't look phased at all. He's quite unfazed, but
Yeah.
obviously they're going to have a check. Look at his face. If ever there was a baby face, that was it. He might actually be 6 feet tall now that I'm noticing more and more.
Yeah. He's Siraj's height. He is tall.
Oof,
Siraj
that
walks
was
up to him, checks.
flush on the grill. He's lucky that he didn't get his cheek cut because that happens sometimes when you cop a blow like that.
Oh, proper blow.
Yeah, that auntie has felt it. Good man, Siraj. Checking in on the 15-year-old. The thing is that, even if he's a bit dazed, he might say he's not.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Which is not the best thing, right? Like, it shouldn't be that way, but right now in this crunch game where he has been the best batter of the tournament, he might feel that urge that, no, a lot is relying on me. I'm the main man over here. I've got to carry on for my team. And, guys like Gautam Gambhir have been on record saying that no physical injury hurts more than losing a game for India. Yeah.
I have my thoughts.
Varun,
That's all I'll.
Varun is in the chat. Varun says, proper blow. Auntie has felt it. Behram and Akshay 2026. Slip that up. Make it a reel. Make us go viral.
What else we here for?
Varun, can you tell us in the comments what you would go through physically if Gujarat win the IPL? I really want to know. I want everyone to know. If they do win the IPL, I want you and Akshay to do a live show just expressing your feelings. I think everyone needs that. Yeah, a bit of a defensive shot by Jaddu on that occasion just for a single.
All right, let's see what the kid does here. How does he retaliate? Or does he even retaliate?
You know what? He's probably going to expect a back of a length delivery now, right?
You would imagine so, something short. And that's where I want to see if Rabada tries to slip in a Yorker. Just straight on the stumps. That would be a good shout.
If he errs, Vaibhav is slamming it for 6. Oh, he pulls away. Okay.
Oh, Vaibhav?
A bit of cat and mouse. Varun says he would explode, but I was really hoping for something more wordy over there. Not something so basic, bro. Would you melt? Would you evaporate and then come back down as rain whenever there's an intent-built innings in the world? I don't know, man. And he swings. A bit of a lob. There was a forehand down to long on for a single by Vaibhav. See, Singer?
Come on, did not get.
It's funny. Varun is lazy. He would say that himself, that he's super lazy. But I kid you not, sometimes when I ask him for a stat, he'll send it within seconds. And sometimes I will have only thought of the stat in my head. And he will send it to me already. So I don't know if he's got some psychic powers or something. But the one thing he's super efficient in is data. And I continue to tell him that he's great on podcasts. But he's got a limit, a self-imposed limit on himself where he just gets tired and bored. And he would have never done a Gujarat game anyway.
Exactly. That
It goes
being
against
the
his
more important.
values. It's not in line with his values. It's a good over by KG after conceding a 6 first ball. I wouldn't have given this over to him though. This should have been Washi's over, no?
Ideally, yeah, but I can
Oof.
see where they were coming from right after the timeout. We've usually seen time and time again that first of all, the 13th over junction leads to a wicket. That did not happen, if I'm not wrong. I think Shanaka got out in the 12th. And here, right after the timeout, the momentum's a bit dead. So you usually tend to see wickets being lost. So that's probably what they were going for. If they bring in their best bowler, then they'll have a greater chance at probably getting Webber's wicket. So, yeah, fair shout. But
Perhaps.
now I want to see Washi.
Yeah, I mean, surely you've got those two lefties in, and Weber isn't, batting at the rate that he usually does, although he might activate now. But 129.5 Rajasthan after 14 overs, so they need to do get to 200, and I feel like 200 is that golden number as well, at least with Gujarat.
Yeah.
Not to say that they can't chase anything above 200, but below 200, you'd back them.
For sure. For sure. Even 200 for that matter, I would. Oh,
Siraj
Haley
is
Matthews
back.
gets out finally.
No Washi. We've got Siraj bowling his last over. And he's hooked that away for 6, Webb of Suryavanshi. Didn't get a lot of bat on that, a bit of a top edge. But that's his shot, right? And good to see that he's still played that shot after getting hit in the head. I love that. And it's a 6 as well. So half a dozen for the 15-year-old. And Rajasthan now 135 for 5 in 14.1 overs. Webb of Suryavanshi, 64 off 35.
Well done.
Give me
Excellent
give me
shot.
another ton. Oh, not another ton. He's only scored 1 earlier in the season. Give me a ton.
Again, the line was just slightly too straight. That's all. Sadly, that's
Yeah.
all you need. It has to be bang on. Not even 99%, 98% accurate. 100%.
It's his bat swing as well, right? He generates so much power. This time it's a thick outside edge, not a 4 though. Or well, it could have been a 4 given how we've seen teams field in this IPL. And as I say that, as I talk about fielding, there's an overthrow for a single. So right on cue. Good job.
Oh my word, there's no one backing up. Oh, Siraj. Oh my goodness. Like, what is this? This is
Classic.
as village as it gets.
Yeah. Originally, I was like, why have I said that it's not a 4 when very easily this could be misfielded? And as I say that, bam, overthrows, single.
So that means Suryavanshi is back on strike, something we won't be complaining about. So let's see. What does he do here?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's going to go hell for leather for sure. Like, I don't see him bat any other way from here. But doesn't get a solid connection. So, interesting how... Is he being measured on purpose?
I don't think fair. His attacking percentage has definitely been lower than previous knocks, and this is just based on vibes and observation what we've seen so far. Because we've seen him leave, we've seen him defend a few deliveries. That's not something we see ever. But the truth is also that when he's tried to attack, the conversion of every attacking shot leading to a boundary has also been slightly on the lower side. Somewhere the surface has played a role. And right on cue, the broadcasters are also showing us how he's struck versus different lengths. He's striking at 88 today against the bounce, against the shorter deliveries.
Yeah.
And I think somewhere the surface has something to do with there's been a bit, especially when you've bowled back of a length, it seemed away, it's moved a bit. So the bounce has also probably not been too consistent for him to trust it entirely. So you can see why that's happened there.
I mean, the eye test suggests that the bounce has been a bit inconsistent. Varun, if you're still on, can you tell us if that's factual?
Yeah.
That would help.
Exactly. Or are we completely talking off our ass? Oh, wow, not bad. The broadcasters are showing us the saplings that have been planted. Yeah. Oh.
Not for the first time. I've seen them before.
This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Okay.
Wow. Interesting.
All right. Siraj, 2 balls to go. Jadeja on strike. Both aren't fit.
They're both that's a good point.
Got a niggle each. And that's a dot.
Yeah. Man, surely after the 15th... Yeah.
Ayu is saying, got to go to Yavatmal and verify. I think that's the only way, man.
I mean, the only reason I remember Yavatmal is because of this brilliant Bollywood comedy called Dhamal. I don't know if you've heard of this movie,
No, I haven't watched that
Bayram.
one. No.
Arguably the most funniest Bollywood movie. Oh, it's hilarious. It's
I don't.
crazy
I don't.
how funny it is.
I don't trust your judgment of comedy because you like the cringy stuff. I hate the cringy
No,
stuff.
no, this isn't cringe. The thing is, I like the cringe stuff, but I know I'm aware of what's cringe and what isn't. This is genuinely funny. Dhamal is hilarious. Oh, Dhol is also a great shout. But I have my things with Dhol because Dhol is the remake of a Malayalam movie, and I like the Malayalam one a lot better. But Dhamal, every scene has a punchline. Every dialogue is only with the intention of building up to a punchline, and the punchline almost always lands. It's like the perfect sum. I don't think you will ever come across a movie like this. Every scene lands. Somehow, every scene is funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's
All
got
right,
some of the most funniest actors as well.
maybe if there's a day where I don't want to use any brain, I'll watch that movie, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which is every day
It's
for
fun.
Varun.
Oh yeah, it's such a funny movie. The first time I watched, and yeah, the thing is that there's also a lot of nostalgia attached with it because my sister, me, my dad, we all watched it together, and we all just couldn't stop laughing as kids. So yeah, hilarious. Please, it's Dhamal, Dhamal. Yeah, it is a
Okay.
ripoff of a lot of different. There's a ripoff of a Mr. Bean scene. There's a ripoff
Slapped!
of a
Weber is turning
Sorry.
it on now. That's a
Sorry.
proper slap over the covers for 4, and that too against Jason Holder, who has been Gujarat's best bowler this evening. 142 for 5 now after that boundary, Rajasthan in 15.1 overs. So, last 5 overs, they are crucial for both teams over here. Rajasthan need to go boom, and Gujarat need to curtail them for as few runs as they possibly can.
True. Let me wear my prediction hat and say big over the alert. I'm expecting at least 15 runs, if not more. 3 boundaries, at least 3 boundaries this over. Let's see how this goes.
Really? I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
wicket. I'll
Alright.
play the party pooper and I'll say wicket.
Let's see. Let's see
I
what
think
happens.
Jason Holder might be today's story. Good ball.
I think it'll be one of those cases. Good ball or no ball?
No, good ball.
Oh, all right. Oh, Malamal Weekly is also great. That's also a fun movie. Have you watched Bollywood comedies? Not so much.
I told you the only one I've watched that I can remember is No Entry.
Oh yeah, we've spoken.
Yeah.
Oh, you've not watched
that
Hera
too-
Pheri?
No, I've watched the 90s Shah Rukh Khan, Salman stuff. I've watched some Amir Khan movies, and then that's about it. Because now I just
got
watch
it.
these web series. Or I'll watch the movies on Netflix as well. It's a different flavor, right? Oh, he's gone, isn't he? That's an awkward slap by Weber. And that's a 4.
Yeah.
Well
There
then.
we go.
It's a
Oh my
forehand.
word! What's that shot?
Send this kid to the Roland Garros, man. That is a proper forehand. It was not even timed properly. Probably
Fair
toe-ended
enough.
that. Yeah, to the long offense for 4. And oh, it's a 6. You're kidding me? That
Oh,
was
wow,
a
that's a
6? How?
Oh
What
yeah,
is
just
that?
barely past the cushion.
Why
And you
is
can
that?
see why he's gone for that shot. You can see why Holder attempted this delivery. I think this is great cricket all round. Midoff was inside the circle. They were trying to bait him to try and play over the offside once again, which is why he went short. He did not go very wide. The line was also great.
He's
except
done it again.
Yeah.
It's this
And is
one.
that
This 4 that he's also boshed in that cover region, 1 bounce 4. This makes a bit more sense physics wise, but the 6 on
Oh,
the
yeah.
previous delivery does not make a lot of sense physics wise. That defied physics. That was just weird.
it's
But
once
look at
again
this
bat
kid.
swing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
all about
only
that bat
mistake-
swing.
Yeah, the only mistake Holder did with that ball was to think that he's just another batter. He's Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He's not someone with
Yeah.
an average bat swing. He's someone
True.
with an inhuman bat swing. So you can't do anything
Yeah.
about it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, what an over this is turning out to be. Akshay, his call is already correct. We've seen the 3 boundaries in the over already with 2 balls to spare. Rajasthan, 152 for 5 now in 15.4 overs. So I have this weird feeling or funny feeling in my gut that we're about to see a nail biter.
I'm always up for nail biters as long as it's a 200 plus nail biter. In this
No,
context,
I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm fine with the 190 nail biter as well. And
No,
this
that
time it's
means
another
they'll be
slap.
bundled out.
Down the ground doesn't have enough legs on it though, so he'll just settle for 2. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he is now 83 of 42. So all of a sudden, he's close to a strike rate of 200. And love that for him. Although his IPL strike rate was over 240, so this is still slow for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But look, he is turning it on, bit of a one-man show as well in Mullapur, as far as Rajasthan are concerned.
Wow. And I'm sorry, I'm surprised by this Aussie guy here who's watched a lot of regional movies. Oh, very surprised. All good ones. Action hero Biju. Yeah, great.
Someone called you a dick biter. I don't know what that means.
I'm just assuming the word is self-explanatory. I don't know if there's any other meaning to it. If that's the case, I don't know what's the context.
I don't know, man. Akshay doesn't seem like the sort of guy to me who likes to bite dicks. But
yeah, exactly.
Wrong. Who knows? We'd have to ask his fiancée.
Again, why would she know if I like to bite dicks like that? Even if I do, I don't think that's information that I should be sharing out loud with people. So.
True. Okay, so what does Holder end up with?
2 for 27.
It was still, it's still brilliant, man. Given the context of the game and everything, like one pool.
I said 15 plus. It's 16, by the way. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Sign me up, folks.
Damn, people are getting really sexual in the comments now.
Yeah, exactly. Unnecessarily. But wow, Singer just repeats the same statement and says, this is what I meant. We get that's what you meant, but what does it mean? Like, what is the word supposed to mean? Oh, man. But Michelle
Washi's back. Finally.
Oh, too late, I believe, man, because Vaibhav is
too late.
Yeah. He's in the zone.
So weird.
Oh.
I mean, look, Jaddu will just rotate strike. He's got to give Vaibhav as many balls as he possibly can. Because if there are, 24 deliveries remaining, you want Vaibhav to face 20, if possible.
If Vaibhav faces 20, I wouldn't be surprised if he scores like 70 of it, 60, 70. He seems to be now in the zone based on the way he attacked or was looking to attack Holder in the last over. Every ball, even the dots, were shots that he just attempted. It's not like he was defending them or something. So clearly he will go for his shots versus Washi. There's not a lot of turn on the surface. And because Washi is a spinner, he can't bowl bouncers. He'll have to bowl fuller. And anything in Suryavanshi's arc, we know what tends to happen. So let's see.
That is exactly what tends to happen. He's pumped that down the ground for 6. Bye-bye Washington Sundar, because this kid will not take no for an answer. He's gone beyond the 200 strike rate now. He's 89 of 44 after that 6, and Rajasthan are 161 for 5 in 16.2 overs. You're right, this is bad captaincy. He should have introduced Washi maybe an over or 2 earlier. This is too late.
2 overs at least. I think he should have bowled the 14th over. Anything beyond that was just fighting with fire, because Suryavanshi is eventually going to start attacking bowlers. So very surprised with this.
Damn.
Washi ki dhulai hogi, says Mr. Rizvi. Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite keen to see how happy Akshay is if Rajasthan managed to pull this off. Everyone, hide your dicks. Don't put them out there.
Hide them otherwise too. Even if I'm not there anywhere, please hide them. There's nothing to be flaunting them about. Neil's the author this time.
Sevati is not starting, is he? Are you?
He usually is the impact sub. I'll have to check what 11. I think he is the impact sub.
You're right.
Why though?
See, now they've played the extra bowler that they haven't used, so they are technically a batter short even with the impact sub, Gujarat.
Yeah.
Such a Gujarat thing to do.
And this was always going to be the... Why do Vaibhav just hold the strike, man? Shepherd the strike.
Romario the strike?
Wait, what?
You said shepherd the strike.
Oh, wow.
Dad joke. But I am a dad now, so they count.
That's true.
Okay, so he takes a single on the penultimate ball. All right, Vaibhav. Free hit. Go for it.
96 really? 46.
really
where he
need
should
this
be
one
at
to be a
that.
6 because if this is a 6, we go beyond 10 runs per over for the first time in a long time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as far as the scoring rate is concerned.
96 or 46 has a good ring to it. I agree with you, Alex. Really, I was going to say that ahead of this over itself. I think it is high time that they retire him out because you've got Ferreira. There's no point playing Jadeja and asking him to
True.
take singles.
You're actually right.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you're RR, you're funky for no reason.
All right, last ball of the washy over. And he slog swept that for a maximum. 6 runs for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. We asked and he delivered. And with that maximum, Rajasthan moved to 171 for 5 at the end of 17 overs. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is on 96 or 46. It does have a good ring to it. And we are probably going to get to see that done today then, that we missed out on the other day.
Yeah.
And now that I've said this, we probably won't. Super Chat by Michelle Pfeiffer. I like that. Good name. Vaibhav anchor at 200 strike rate. Absolutely, man. I mean, he was 50 of 31 balls and he is 96 of 46. So, I mean, incredible acceleration, but we expected that. We knew that he would tee off at some point. That dropped catch, Akshay.
Yeah.
Sai Sudarshan.
What
Vaibhav was what? 46 of 25 or 46 of 26, something like that. That
Then
drop
thereabouts,
catch might cost Gujarat the opportunity to play a final on their home turf. That's big.
17 runs of the 17th. I'm expecting the last 3 overs to go for at least 50. Not even kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Because-
also assuming that the kid stays on the
No,
pitch, right?
even without that, if you look at the overs remaining, Siraj bowled out, Prasad's got just one, Holder's bowled out. So you've got to rely on some of your secondary bowlers. And Rashid bowled just the one over that went for a few. He went for 18. So Rabada's got one. So 2 overs is Rabada, Krishna. That 1 over remaining will go for a few, according to me. So I'm expecting 3 overs. 3 overs 50 is what I would target if I were RR. If I were a part of the think tank as well, that's my target. 221, 220. That's it.
All right, we've got an impact sub. Tewatia is in fact. Siraj is out. Makes sense because he had injured himself a bit. Bhargav,
But why was
brilliant
Siraj
comment.
on the field for so long then when he'd hurt his
Also.
shoulder? They could have done that long. Again, bizarre.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
that's stupid. Bhargav with a wonderful chat over here says, but what will he do if it isn't a flatty?
You need to ask all those keyboard warriors.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, he's not 15. Bro, he's not older than 17 for sure. And what he's managing to do is even good for like a 30-year-old. So I don't know why this
Exactly.
is
Let him
even a
be 30,
conversation.
who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a poor
Score
ball by
800
Washi
runs
there.
at 240 and then come and talk. Simple.
The slog sweep for 6 was right. What the doctor ordered for Rajasthan. They are back to scoring at over 10 runs and over. I think that's what Sangha also said over here when he went, with his 2 palms. All right then. Akshay thinks we'll see 50 runs in the last 2 overs. KG Rabada is back. This is good, I think, because if you get Vaibhav out, and he could get Vaibhav out, he has hit him in the head and he's challenged the outside edge of the kid. This could be a game-winning over if they get him out. That is, if they don't,
That's
they're
true.
already.
That's
I
true.
mean, I think they're already kind of fucked because that dropped catch. I mean, he's scored 50 runs since then. Vaibhav.
He scored 390s in his last 4 innings. Let's see if he converts this one.
Incredibly.
What's the delay for? What's happening?
Oh, is he gone? No. Just a single to third man by Jadeja. Now, here we go. 96 of 6 of 46. Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
Retire him
What are you
out,
guys
man.
thinking?
I just don't get this. That's all I'm thinking about
Yeah.
right now. Oh, ball change. Thanks, guys. Thanks. But yeah, just why not retire him out? Alrighty.
Yeah,
Rabada.
Dono Ferreira really needs to be out there now batting. Oh, he's gone, isn't he? It's a top edge. Just can't get that 100, can he, Vaibhav Suryavanshi?
He's gone. Oh, man.
Yep. 96 of 47 for the kid. Phenomenal knock given the situation and the context of the game. And I mean, take a
Yeah.
bow. He added 50 runs on top of,
Yeah.
his original 46 of 25 odd when he was dropped. And I mean, The hundreds don't matter. He's played 2 phenomenal innings in knockout games on the bounce, and he's the reason Rajasthan are even in this position. Otherwise, they'd be gone a long time back. But
True.
the Royals are 6 down now for 172 in 17.2 overs. And I think, Singer, you're right. It might be Gujarat's game to lose over here, because if they can finish strong, this is there for the taking. But I don't know what the surface is going to be like in that second innings. So who knows?
And once again, credit where it's due to Gujarat Titans. Excellent field placement there. Prasidh Krishna was very straight as the third man. He was very straight. He was almost in the same line as the slip. Like, he was almost in the slip cord, and just if the slip was, if the slip had been asked to just go back to the boundary straight, that's how straight he was, and which is why the ball went directly to him. Had he been fielded or positioned at a conventional third man, he would have to run in and then take a catch, which would have been a lot more difficult. So well done. Excellent field placement. Great knock nonetheless. Once again, 2 playoff matches Vaibhav Suryavanshi has played in his career, 97 and 96. Take a bloody power.
Insane. That is insane. Grab yourself a non-alcoholic beverage, son. And that's a really good observation, by the way, with the fielder and the field placement. So this is why we have Akshay on the stream, guys. It's not just his dick-biting ability. He has a really keen eye for field settings.
Exactly.
All right.
I wonder if that'll ever go off me. The identity.
Well, I mean, I'll probably forget about it after the stream, man.
Perfect. As long as
Jared was here.
Also forget. Oh,
if Jared was here, that would have been hilarious.
No, as long as our viewers also forget about it, that's all that matters.
Well, we get the same 200. Oh, today we've got 412 people watching, but we generally have the same 200 people every time.
That's true. That's true.
And
there you go. Ayush has already mentioned it. Let's see.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Yes, sir.
Gogo Power Ranger says the chat won't forget.
Oh my.
Well, Singer is to blame. Apparently, in his head, nail biting and dick biting had some sort of a correlation.
For it. Oh my goodness. As if it's something, again, nothing to be proud of.
Okay, so really good over by KG Rabada this. Single, wicket, double, single, dot. Jadeja struggling out there.
That takes my 50-run prediction out of the window, man. I really thought they could have done it. And Vaibhav knows, just the way he threw his gloves, he knows. Because he could have targeted Prasidh and whoever was going to bowl the 20th.
Also, purple cap holder, Kagiso Rabada. Yeah. That's an update.
Goes ahead.
Yeah. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of these overs will be bowled by Prasidh Krishna, and one of these overs is Inshallah.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Rashid then?
Rashid, Washi, Sai Kishore. Maybe now is when they decide to go to Sai Kishore, for all you know. Our 20th over specialist. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Rashid is the safer choice, obviously, but Rashid went for plenty.
If he bowls 3 long hops in the 20th over, I mean, I don't know. You'll need a lot more than prayers to get through that.
Agreed. I'm just going to check the scorecard really quick, see who can bowl this last over.
By the way, Pakistan have done a good comeback for what it's worth. Really? I was checking that scorecard too. Yeah.
What did they
90 for 3. They've gotten Doughton and Hayley Matthews out along with Kiana Joseph. So, well done.
Okay. That's good stuff. Who took the wickets? Fatma?
No. Fatima's actually gone for a few. She conceded 5 boundaries in an over. Diana Baig got a wicket. There was Nashra Sandhu, of course, who got Doughton. And Rameen Shamim got a wicket. Good to see her amongst
I like her. She could really develop into a good all-round asset. Even.
Yep.
I like her.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rashid probably then for the last over. Or Sai Kishore. Who knows? Single to begin with. Of course, classic Jaddu. In respect to what the situation is, singles shall not be defeated. Can Prasidh take a wicket? Can Pereira smash a 6? It's a wide. Is it not? Surely you reviewed that.
Not given? Yeah.
Although I'd hate wide reviews, but that one needs to be reviewed. But they aren't doing it. It's like they've collectively
that looked like a wide?
Yeah, we won't review wides today.
That looked like a wide. Oh my God. Why wasn't that reviewed? Oh, come on, man.
That looked like a wide to me as well.
Yeah, very surprised.
And this is make or break.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Prasad once again. Full length delivery, and it's been crunched through the covers for 4 by
Nice.
Donovan
Nice.
Ferreira. Finally, some impetus, which takes Rajasthan to 181 for 6 in 18.3 overs. And he'll have to do the bulk of the power hitting over here, Donovan Ferreira. Got a super chat as well, which I completely missed, by Prudvi, who says, Weber was too good, man. He could score hundreds, but he intentionally doesn't score because he knows the Indian coach doesn't like the milestones. Well, they did like the milestones at, what was it? It wasn't the Oval. I've forgotten the ground. The
Which-
non-handshake game.
Oh, that was Manchester.
Nah, that was Manchester. And I agree. Look, my rationale over there would have been that we want to tire England out. So I would have gone for the milestones
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, I don't know, man. But look,
Yeah.
on a serious note, Prudvi, it's good to see that he isn't off that sort of mindset that, hey, I really need to get my 100 over here. No, the team's requirement is quick runs. He's going to go for his shots, and he's gotten out in that fashion 2 times in a row in the late 90s. So I love that about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, and that's what the modern day batter looks like.
True. Good Yorker, by the way, from Prasad there, the 4th ball. And also, Shekhar, what do you mean is Diana Baig still playing? She's not that old. Of course, she's playing.
She's been around for quite a while, though, so maybe that's what's throwing him off.
Yeah. I think she's what? I want to believe she's 29, 30, not older than that. Ooh.
She's
But hers
a
also a
very-
fascinating story, right?
Yeah, no, she could play football
The
as well, right?
Which part of the country she... Yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah,
part of the
Hunza,
country she came from and...
I've
Yeah.
been to that part of the country. Love those people. Very progressive, very literate, and everything in Hunza is just like, it doesn't feel like the rest of Pakistan in many different ways, and it's beautiful. I've met
what's
Diana
the
as well.
region
Diana
called?
is very
Gilgit-
sweet. Hunza.
Gilgit-Baltistan, is that-
Gilgit, Baltistan, Hunza, same area. It's like
Okay.
more or less the same area geographically, so they're not too far away from
Got
each
it.
other. I don't know which one she's specifically from.
I think she's from Gilgit because
Okay.
I'd spoken to her or about her with Marina Iqbal, and I remember she also telling me about again that part of the country, because it's a lot more remote. It's not connected
Yeah.
to the rest of the country directly, so players coming from that part of the region aren't. It's not a very common occurrence. I first heard about this. There's a guy. There's a male cricketer from Gilgit-Baltistan who plays for. Uganda. He played the last World Cup. I'm forgetting the guy's
Okay.
name. He
I
was
do
their
not know
main
about that
batter.
guy.
He was their main
Nice.
batter who batted at number 3.
That's a
And that's
fun
when
story.
his story about how he made it to Uganda, because apparently, I don't know if you can say discovered from that part of the region, because
Yeah,
the rest
look,
of the country is a lot more prominent.
the thing is that you need high performance centers in all of these different places, and they don't have that. Not even in KP. And KP is a hotbed of talent. And it wouldn't be hard for these cricketers, aspiring cricketers in the Gilgit, Baltistan, Hunza region to make their trip down to KP. It would be easier for them as opposed to Punjab or Sindh. But unfortunately, cricket isn't professionally run in Pakistan. But anyway, a 4 for
Riyaz
Donovan Ferreira.
That's the name. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, there was a pull for 4 by Donovan Ferreira off the last ball of the penultimate over in the fine leg region. And there's a single first ball of the last over. So Donovan Ferreira is back on strike. Rashid Khan is bowling. Rajasthan are 188 for 6 in 19.1 overs. So 200 at the very least. Come on, let's have it.
Is it too much to expect 32 of the last 5 balls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
32?
all right, fair enough. 220. I was hoping if they could somehow, but yeah, Gujarat have pulled it back brilliantly in the last 2 overs. So fair.
I think Jadeja's role after he came back was just to rotate strike.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
do this till the end, and everyone else is going to hit around you. And this time he rocks back and pulls it away up and over long on for 6. Does Donovan Pereira.
It's
So
lovely.
some
Lovely.
poor captaincy is costing Gujarat at the moment, because this over should have never been Rashid Khan's. And that 6 has taken Rajasthan to 194 for 6 in 19.2 overs. So 200 is pretty close. It's within sight.
I can't believe, man. First of all, why play Sai Kishore when you know the opposition has 4 left-handers? If you're not going to use him against left-handers, then why play him? Because there are 4 left-handers, so there's a good chance there'll be left-handers batting at any point in time. Oh man, just.
I mean, it is
think
quite
this is
shambolic, and maybe they should pay for this. Maybe we need a Rajasthan RCB final slog swept for 6 back-to-back sixes by
Lovely.
Donovan Ferreira, and that brings up the 200 for Rajasthan as well. They are 200 for 6 in 19.3 overs. We've got a game on our hands, guys. I still have that funny feeling, by the way, that we'll get a nail biter. But I feel like 200 is such a big psychological advantage anyway, but more so against Gujarat, because you really start to back yourself.
very true.
Yeah, poor ball. Rashid's just been so off color today. You know, peak Rashid, I would have no issues with him bowling this over.
Oh yeah, peak Rashid, I would have bowled him wherever I want or wherever he wants.
Yeah. At the death, in the power play, through the middle, no issues. But and another one. This time he's been slapped up and over, long off for 6. Donovan Ferreira goes bang, bang, bang. 3 sixes on the bounce versus Rashid Khan. Rajasthan Royals 206 for 6 now in 19.4 overs. The game is slipping away from within Gujarat's grasp. They had it. They had them at 118 for 5 at one point. They had them at 9 for 2 earlier.
I mean, I'm not one to be spiteful, but Gujarat and Gill deserve this, man. You had Kishore. You could have given him. Sure, he couldn't have been worse than someone who's conceded 37 of 10 balls. Oh man,
fair enough. Yeah, well, I mean, they've really messed this up strategically. Not a fan of these tactics, and this is just like one thing, right? Like, I mean, maybe bowling a bit more of Washi when the two lefties were out and we weren't in the death overs. That could have been one thing. That would have allowed you to give one of the death overs to either Siraj or Rabada, or even Holder, right? But preferably Siraj or Rabada. And
by the way,
yeah, right now, I mean, Rashid Khan's 37 runs conceded off 10 balls, and run for your life.
Please,
They have.
It's okay if you run out.
Donovan Ferreira is 32 off 10.
Nice.
This is also a poor tactics on Rajasthan's part. He could have come out to bat earlier, but then again, Jadeja's playing a role. Jadeja is playing a role though.
No, but see, the role was till a certain point valid. Like beyond the 15th over, he just overstayed his welcome. There was no reason for him to be there till the 18th or the 19th over when he was clearly not even going for his shots. He was just rotating straight. Both to Vaibhav and Don.
This is one of the daddest dad jokes I've ever heard. Ayush Sharma says, Behram repping his city. 2-run-2, which is Toronto. And that is a 6-over long off to end the innings. Donovan Ferreira take a bow. Unbeaten, 38 off 11 balls. And Rajasthan Royals end their innings at 214 for 6 in 20 overs. 215 is the magic number for Gujarat Titans. And had they not dropped that catch of Vaibhav Suryavanshi when he was on 46, and then also not made some tactical blunders, I think this score could have looked a lot different.
I mean, just one more boundary, and I think my 220 prediction was there. Just there.
Yeah.
5 runs short. I'll happily take this. Yeah.
How many runs off this over? Wow, Rashid is none for 45 in 2 overs.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
18 of the first, 27 of the second.
Plural of ridiculous. Yeah. But no, I mean, look, that drop catch, bad tactics, we'll be talking about them for a long time, but the story of this innings has to be Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Wasn't the fastest of 50s, 31 ball 50. But after getting to his half century, he doubled down or almost doubled down quite quickly. 96 of 47 in the end. The kid can do no wrong these days. Even got hit in the head. That didn't faze him at all. And let's see if Gujarat have it in them to chase down 215 in the second innings. Let's see if the pitch slows down, because both captains expected it to. But that's all for this innings. Akshay and I are going to go for a short break. We'll catch you live on this very stream once again in the second innings when play resumes. Till then, you guys catch a breather as well, or watch whatever these guys in production put over here when the ads are on. So, see you soon. Go nowhere. We'll be back very, very shortly.
You're watching every game this season. Every 6, every wicket, every battle. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL final watch party.
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
With legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Sant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.
years ago, Tyrannosaurus rex was the hunter and Triceratops was its prey. But these two amazing animals were in the final fight of a war that had been raging for hundreds of millions of years. Before them was the Albertosaurus and the Pachyrhinosaurus. The generation before was the Pterophonius and the Cosmoceratops. Coming up the order was the Gorgosaurus and the Styracosaurus. Each generation, there was basically a big, huge theropod who was trying to bite a tank-like horned ceratopsid. It was like they were made to fight each other. Ceratopsians actually started with a pretty grill, which grew until it was almost like a shield to be used for defense. The Psittacosaurus was bipedal and easy to knock over, and the following generation had 4 legs and were built more like, well, tanks. Ceratopsians also got a lot bigger, and by the end, they were a substantial dinosaur with raw power. And then there are the horns. Again, they start out as something just fairly pretty to look at. But as they evolved, they ended up with not just one weapon, but a multitude. And when partnered with their grill and strength, it turned them into a great defensive machine. But at the same time, their large carnivore theropod frenemies changed as well. A Gorgosaurus is a big dinosaur, around 8 meters long. But its late model version, the T-Rex, was 12 meters. Old Gorgo was what Ravi Shastri would have called a big unit at 3 tons. Sexy Rexy was up at 7. But the most important difference was their bite. The Gorgosaurus could chop at 3,500 pounds of bite force, while the king of Jurassic Park bit down at 7,000. And no one really knows if these two were in this million-year evolutionary arms race, but on paper, it kind of looks like they were. One got stronger, the other one bit harder, and the dance continued until the aliens came back and took their pets home. Cricket has been in the same evolutionary war for more than 200 years between batters and bowlers.
You're watching every game this season. Every 6, every wicket, every battle. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL Final Watch Party
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
with legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Sant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.
The cricket community was upset at how many runs were being scored, mostly because of all the boundaries. It was not the first time through its long history. These often ended in conversations about what was or wasn't cricket. But this time, they decided that they needed a change. People were hitting the ball out of the ground. Huge scores were boring fans. Something must change, they thought. And then brought in a radical new concept. A net that would be placed around the outfield instead of a rope or fence. A small 3-foot net that would collect the balls. And instead of a boundary, you would get 2 runs and then had to actually leg the rest. So they trialed their new run-saving measure, and it actually had the opposite effect. People kept scoring boundaries, but they added 5s. And on one ball, there was even a 10 scored. This was 126 years ago. And it was the first full decade after cricket had changed. And already, people wanted it as it was before. But you cannot stop evolution and development. Cricket has always changed, and many times that affects the balance between bats and ball. The best batters of the early 1800s couldn't average 20. Fuller Pilch, Nicholas Felix, and Alfred Wren were the Fab Four, or terrific 3, of the pre-oil era of the world. They were great, and yet not one of them even averages 20 with the bat. Pilch would end his career with 300s in 229 games. And yet, in the next generation, W.G. Grace comes along and averages nearly 40 despite playing for 43 years. That shows you just how much cricket started to change. Before, the pitches were so bad that a great batter was someone who made what we now expect from what? A decent number 8? So it shows you that cricket was always in constant evolution. When the balls were rolled along the ground, we played with something closer to a hockey stick. When they went slightly higher, the current style of bat was started. But they weighed over 4 pounds. Modern bats are like 2 pound 8 ounces. And that's because the bowling was underarm. This allowed older, slower, stronger men to be batting. But it wasn't very skillful. Between 1788 and 1864, there was a civil war in cricket. It was fought between the traditionalists, who believed that underarm bowling should be the only form, and those who saw how much better round arm and then overarm could become. And throughout all of that, the bowlers, regardless of their style, dominated. But there was one massive technology change that happened then. Before, you would walk out with a bat and little else. But after a series of terrible broken legs, including to Alfred Min, leg guards came in. Almost straight away, people said that they were against the spirit of cricket. And this and overarm bowling combined to completely change our sport. Before that, batters had two styles, front foot or back foot. They decided on it before the delivery. Pads, at least in theory, allowed protection to make some of those decisions later. The person who changed that was W.G. Grace, who, because he lived in the final part of the crossover period, it seemed to change his style, meaning that when the ball was full, he would come forward, and when short, go back. 2 years after overarm bowling was legal, 1866, Grace scored over 500 runs in first-class cricket and averaged 52. No one else made that many runs while averaging more than 33. Oh, and he was 17 years old. 5 years later, he was making more than 2,000 runs a season, which was more than double the next best player. And he averaged nearly 80. And that was also basically double the next best again. In that year, he made 10 hundreds. The rest of cricket combined added 7 more. So footwork was really the batter's first evolution to combat overarm bowling, and turning the game from completely one dominated by bowlers to what we have now. But almost instantly, the bowlers worked out they needed a new game plan as well. And Grace's test nemesis, the demon Fred Spofforth, comes along, inventing swing, or swerve as it was called then. Spofforth studied baseball and believed that he could swing the ball left, right, up, and down. And so with that, he was probably talking more about drift and drop. Either way, until that point, bowlers never really needed the ball to do much in the air. But Grace and the batters who followed him were too good, and so Spofforth had to find a new way. This led to bowlers using the seam more to get the ball to swing or deviate. So now the bowlers had a whole new weapon. But the next change happened through agriculture. With muck spreaders and the liquidation of manure, suddenly pitches became flatter from the 1890s because they weren't shoveling shit onto it. But that is where batters used their big advantage, those pads. Arthur Shrewsbury of England was an incredible player from the late 1800s and one of the greats of early batting. On top of averaging 35.5 in tests, which was brilliant for that time, he was also a master at pad play. What he did then will sound silly when I mention it out loud, but he ensured that his pads were there if he missed the ball. Bats did not get wider, but to bowlers, it would have felt that way. Flat pitches and pads moved the game a lot. But the last big change in that era was that cricketers wised up. Until this point, because of the gentlemanly nature of cricket, it was seen as uncouth to try and hit the ball to the leg side. That was changed by someone who we now refer to simply as Ranji. You know, born and raised in India, he ended up learning his cricket in England. And this was an incredible player. Due to the racism at the time, he only played 15 test matches, but he averaged 45 in those, which again is a ridiculous number for that era. And his first class average was 56.4 with almost 25,000 runs. And if you need more, against the 3 biggest counties, Yorkshire, Lancashire and Surrey, he made 6,000 runs while averaging over 70 against the latter two and only 50 against Yorkshire. This was a batter of incredible skill and talent. But when he started, he wasn't very good. And that's because he was afraid of the ball. So his coach tied his foot to the ground and Ranji had to come up with a new shot. That was the leg glance, and it opened up the field and became the first time cricketers were trying to purposely hit to leg. Victor Trumper took that idea and he weaponized it. He didn't really care where the ball was bowled, just where the fielders weren't. And for the first time, teams had to bowl wide of the stumps to slow him down. That had simply never been needed before, as the wickets were so poor and no one was using their pads. This led us to Jack Hobbs, who's probably the first batter who looks like he could play in the modern game. He leads batting into the next few generations using the techniques that took over 100 years to build. However, at the exact same time, the bowlers had to manipulate the ball better. With Spofforth's first attempts with swing, bowlers worked on that even more. And they also started hitting the seam as well. The USA bowler Barton King came on the back of Australian left-arm swing bowler JJ Ferris and the man with the golden bowling average, George Lohmann. However, it was probably spin that had the biggest impact, with Bernard Bosanquet inventing the wronger. That ball for 25 years was actually seen as against the spirit of cricket. But as batters started to pick that, the skillful bowlers made way for faster men. Jack Gregory and Ted McDonald dominated the Ashes of 1921. And from then on, it seemed like faster bowlers on flatter wickets was the way further. In county cricket and this new team called the West Indies, they also tried shorter, faster bowling. It was not until the Ashes of 1932-33 that teams went all in with a bouncer. And that series was called Bodyline. It was not done in a bubble though. Great batting was dominating cricket. The West Indies had George Headley, England's trio was Jack Hobbs, Wally Hammond and Herbert Sutcliffe, New Zealand appeared with Stewie Dempster, and Australia had a bunch. We'll just mention one of them, Don Bradman. And Bodyline was an entire cricket tactic around slowing down one man. But really, it was overdue. The batters had taken over the game. They had to be stopped. England won the series bowling at their heads with as many fielders as they wanted behind square. It was a great tactic. However, it was seen as, and you're not going to believe this, just not cricket. And weirdly, this time it worked. And people just stopped bowling it. And they also changed the laws that you couldn't have more than 2 fielders behind square on the leg side. Bodyline was seen as a part of this, but actually they didn't change the law for decades. This is Peter May facing Ken Slasher Mackay at the MCG in 1958-59. And it might seem to a modern fan that he is accidentally bowling down leg side, but he wasn't. They would do that with a field with a few leg side catches in place and then a 5 leg because there was no rule of how many fielders behind square on the leg side. Slasher was a medium pacer and 5th bowler, yet in his career his economy was 1.78. And on this day, as May scored his ton, he bowled 9 overs for 16 runs. And this wasn't just him, it was an entire decade. Left arm figure spinners often bowled around the wicket as well. This is Fazil Mahmood's field in 1954. He was much more than a medium pacer. Truly one of the best bowlers ever, and yet it's like he has a reverse slip cordon in place. When Jim Laker takes his 19 wickets in a test, you can see 2 fielders catching behind square at all times. What is hard to see is the other men often covering the boundaries or even just in the ring. This was about the bowlers getting wickets, but mostly it just ended runs. I know this will sound weird, but bowlers couldn't stop batters from scoring, so they just stopped them from scoring. Let me explain. The 1950s ends up as such a weird decade in our history. Every other period is clumped together with another decade. The 1870s and 80s are close together in that pre-liquid manure era. Then you have the 1890s, which match the 1900s, and then most of the other decades between the 1920s and the 1990s all come together. Then you have a jump in the 2000s. But let's just look at the 1950s completely on their own. It was as if cricket stood still. In the early 1900s, baseball had what they called its dead ball era, where no one could hit home runs. In cricket, we took it a step further. No one could score runs or get anyone out. If you only look at decades since the First World War, the 1950s stand out. They don't look like they are part of the rest of cricket. The drop-off of runs after 1950 is really clear, and the MCC changed the laws in 1957. And by that stage,
You're watching every game this season. Every 6, every wicket, every battle. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL Final Watch Party
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
with legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Sri Sant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.
Hello and welcome back to this live watch along on Combox Live, where the game lives on. You are with Behram Kazi. You can find at Def Mango on Twitter. Akshay Kumaraswamy will be joining me shortly. We are preparing ourselves for the second innings. Gujarat Titans, they require 215 runs in order to qualify for their 3rd final in IPL history, and they haven't been a team for much long, so it's been very, very successful. However, they've kind of botched this qualifier too. Weber was dropped on 46 of 25, I believe. And then some really odd choices as captain by Shubman Gill. So I reckon that they could have been chasing a total at least like 40 runs less than this one. And that would have been right in their wheelhouse. But 215 will take some chasing. Let's see if the pitch slows down or not. Yashasvi Jaiswal has been subbed out by Rajasthan and they've brought in Tushar Deshpande. Interesting. And Jofra Archer will be taking the new ball. He's been in some terrific wicket-taking form of late. And he's really played his part in this late resurgence by Rajasthan. Here he is with his first ball in the first ball of the second innings. And it's been cut away aerially for 6. No, 1 bounce 4 by Sai Sudarshan. He definitely has to make some amends because he dropped that web of catch and kicks off his innings with a boundary. Really solid aerial cut for 4 by Sai. Gujarat 4 for no loss after just 1 ball. So that's a positive start for the Titans. High intent Sai, is it a thing, Rahul Srinivas? We shall find out. Akshay's probably finishing his meal. For some weird reason, he always chooses to eat during an innings break. And I don't think that's the wisest decision because, I like to eat in peace. But he had worked out prior, so maybe he really needed that boost of energy. All right then. Here's Jofra once again. Big man Joff. And this time, he has been swivel pulled to fine leg for a single. So, off strike Sai, 5 for no loss after 2 balls is Gujarat. And jumpsuit, yes, Akshay does like to nibble a lot. Not sure if nibbling and biting is the same thing, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, lost his bat. Oh, that's a previous game. Never mind. Oh, that's how he got out. All right then. That, I reckon, was the first qualifier versus RCB. That is a much better name, jumpsuit. But unfortunately, it's too late for this joke now. We can't just stay here forever. We've got to move on. Move on. Move on. All right, Joff. You need a wicket. You need Gill, more specifically. That's a wide ball, is it? Yeah, well, tough shout. He did kind of move Gill, and I suppose it's fair. 6 for no loss, Gujarat after 2 deliveries. Yeah, that is a really weird dismissal. I didn't catch that game, the first qualifier. I just followed the scorecard, and truth be told, that game was done and dusted after the first innings anyway. They got potted hard, Gujarat Titans. Okay then. How long is he going to make me chat alone? Pulled away by Gill into the gap for 4. A very, very attractive pull shot. And he finds the fence as well. So 2 boundaries in the first 3 deliveries for Gujarat Titans. They are 10 for no loss after 3 balls. Or 3 legal deliveries, I must say, because there was a wide in between as well. And Akshay's back. I can see him in the stream. Took him long enough.
Sorry,
what
sorry.
took you so long? Were you biting dicks?
Of course, yes, I was biting some dosas. I then conveniently forgot my iPad charger. Had to ensure I had that back in place, or else I would run out of charge. And here we are.
And it's an aerial flick for 4 by Shubman Gill this time. They're dealing in 4s, Gujarat. They've raced to 14 for no loss in 4 balls, and this chase is on. What do you make of Tushar Deshpande being subbed in?
Very... wait, Yash is playing or not? Let me just check that.
I think he is.
Oh, Yash is playing. Okay.
Yeah. So they didn't bring Sandeep in. They brought Tushar in. That's what they've done.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. But oh, no. You already have Nandre Berger. You have Jofra Archer. So I don't know how are they going to use Tushar, because he's mostly effective in the power play. Oh, that's another outside edge, and that's just a single though.
I think they might just use him to bait the batters with slower ones. Maybe that's the thought process.
Tushar? Fair enough.
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. Tushar Deshpande, for a minute in between, was taking a lot of wickets, if you remember. So maybe they're thinking along those lines.
He was the highest wicket taker at a point in time in 2024, I want to say, but he was conceding at like 13 or 14.
3. I think it was
could be 3 as well. But he was conceding at like 13, 14. So, what's the point?
It was the Chennai season. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, Sai Sudarshan has a task ahead of him. He needs to make some amends over here after dropping Vaibhav.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's a brilliant cut shot. Not even a proper cut. That's just guided past the third man fielder for 4. What a first over for Gujarat. 19 runs off a Jofra over. Wow. Okay, so apparently it was 2024. You were right. Sri Ram confirms.
Alrighty, no worries. 19 of the first over. That's exactly the kind of start Gujarat Titans would have hoped for, and that's exactly the kind of start that Rajasthan Royals would have not wanted because he is their main ace. Now, him going for runs means I don't know to what extent will Berger or Deshpande be effective or even be motivated right now because it would be a massive shot in the arm for Gujarat Titans. They've taken down their best bowler, the opposition's best bowler, for 19 runs. So surely they'll be high on confidence here to take on anyone else who comes in now.
Yeah, I mean, it is just what the doctor ordered for Gujarat. But look, still quite a task ahead. They need north of 10 runs and over still. And I mean, what Rajasthan should think, or they should have the sort of mindset that we just need to strike like twice or thrice in the power play, and this game's done. And Gujarat will know that they cannot afford to lose that many quick wickets.
Exactly,
They're very top 3 heavy. They're reliant on those 3 guys. But yeah, both of these batters are currently 9 off 3. And Gujarat are 19 for no loss after 1 over. So, brilliant start. And Andre Berger will be bowling the second over. He can be quite hot and cold. Let's see what sort of day Nandre has. That's a wild wide one. It'll go for 4 runs as well. So 5 wides to start for Nandre Berger. Well then. 24 for no loss Gujarat now after 1 over. Rajasthan have done everything they didn't need to do.
I think that's almost the game done and dusted. So what? Gujarat are effectively chasing 119-19.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I mean, that one did swing a mile, but still, wayward stuff, erratic stuff from Andre Berger to start. Let's see if he can respond better. Just a single off the cut. What did you have for dinner?
I did munch on some dosas, like you said. Not masala dosas, just plain, regular stuff.
Cool.
Did you grab something?
No, I just
Kadak
spent
chai.
some time with my kid.
Oh,
He was
of
up.
course.
He was not in the best of moods, but you know, when you get to meet your kid in pockets, then you want to just spend that time with him.
My mom usually watches. I mean, you have listened to the entire watch along. If not watch, I hope these are the
shit.
parts she skips. If she gets in,
Yeah.
no, because if she
No,
gets to
I
know
mean,
that,
I hope she's skipped the previous parts.
I couldn't care lesser about that. What scares me is if she gets to know that, my colleagues technically are, with kids and all. That's all she needs. That's all the ammunition she needs to try and
Well,
push me.
Auntie, if you're watching this, Akshay is a bit younger than me, so he's allowed to have at least a couple of years into his marriage where he just focuses on, taking care of himself.
Exactly. I haven't learned that properly yet.
Yeah,
Let me learn that.
Fix his biting habits.
Clearly.
All right, so
Did I have any?
decent riposte from Berger. Just
Yeah,
3 singles
so far
after
so
the 5
good.
wides. Yeah.
All right, they need wickets now. After conceding so many runs, the only way to get back is wickets. Wickets.
The way this IPL has gone, you win this game via wickets, man. Like, you can't contain a team, even a team like Gujarat, if you're defending 215.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Sai versus Berger. Yeah, so this pitch doesn't seem to have slowed down. Not to me, it doesn't.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
Seems like the batting conditions are, the conditions are pretty batting friendly. And they're off to a flyer, Gujarat. 29 for no loss and
Exactly.
1.4 overs.
It doesn't help that, they've been so dependent on Archer and him not coming good here is just, it's really put a spanner in their wheels.
Yeah. I wonder if Jadeja is fit to even bowl.
Good question, actually.
This is also... a good
Jaiswal's the
question
one who's
by-
been subbed out though, right?
Yes, Jaiswal's gone. Serious fan Bart with an important question. He says, did Behram name his kid after Mamdani? You could say it's partially inspired, and I wouldn't say I've named my kid after Zoran Mamdani, but I had also never heard of the name before Zoran Mamdani. So I thought the name was really nice. It means radiant. And we're going to see a wave of Zoran, so I'm hoping mine is like one of the first few kids. But no,
Were
there
there
is some
any other
partial.
names for consideration though?
Zoran, Zohan, Turhan,
What's the third one again?
Turhan.
Interesting. Never heard of that either.
Yeah, but like I was pretty dead set on Zoran, and as soon as I kind of ran it by Aliza, she was completely on board as well.
Oh,
And,
nice. Did she have any like options or any names that she was big on?
It just happened super early, like right when she got pregnant, we kind of just decided names for either gender. I will not tell you the girl name because I don't want anyone to steal it.
Interesting.
Nah, fuck it, I'll tell you. Kaya was the girl name.
Oh, nice. Kaya's a nice name.
Yeah.
Wait,
Kaya Kazi has a really nice ring to it.
Oh, alliteration. I'm always up for alliteration. Nice.
She could have been like Kaya Kazi sounds like some supermodel.
Fair. Also, would it be Kaya with a Q or Kaya with a K?
K.
Okay.
I don't know if I would have gone Kaya or Kaia, but we had a boy instead. So yeah.
You must be upset
Kaia
about that.
sounds or looks kind of cooler.
Yeah. It's there's like Maya Boucher, the English batter, MAIA.
Yeah.
So it does. I get what you mean. It's like a differentiator that way.
Yeah.
Kaya. But what does Kaya mean in Urdu? Is it the same
Kaya
as
is actually a Turkish name. It means stability. Kaya is a name in a lot of different languages, but the Turkish one means stability. That's the meaning that I liked.
Yeah, because in Kaya is not a very uncommon name in India. You hear Kaya. So
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a name in many different cultures and ethnicities and that sort of stuff.
Oh wow, Sriram's like, it's such a golden name. Disappointed that you didn't name the boy Kaya anyway.
Yeah, no, I think Zoran is also fun. Zoran, Kazi, ZBQ.
Ooh, ZBQ has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Apti, my roots are not Turkish, buddy. My roots are very subcontinent. And Zoran is not even a subcontinent name. I don't believe so. It's probably an Arabic name. And Behram is a Persian name. That's not even a name from here. So
Yeah, Behram's also not a very common name. I think you're the only... Oh no, I've come across Behram Contractor.
Oh,
And also
well,
wasn't...
Behram is a very Parsi name, right? So
Parsi, exactly,
I know a lot of Behramjis,
Yeah. In fact, with Behram, I want to believe Akbar's, the Mughal Emperor Akbar, his lieutenant or someone was...
Behram.
his name was Behram Khan?
Yes.
Wasn't that right? Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. That was a thing. Apti, my name's meaning is apparently Mars. I once dated a Persian girl or an Irani girl, and she told me that I am Mars in her language. Although before that, I was told by my parents that I am the lone star on the fifth sky. Panchveं asman pe ek sitara. But maybe that is Mars.
Is it the North Star?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that star is Mars. I don't know, man.
Oh, okay. I mean, so there's... have you heard of the name Dhruv?
Yes, Dhruv Jurel.
So, of course, yeah, geez, yeah. So Dhruv means North Star. So it guides everyone, and also Dhruv is also,
Rahul Srinivas talking the real talk. He says his name's meaning is Deaf Mango. Absolutely.
Makes sense.
And that has been played on the onside for 4 by Shubman Gill. So Jofra's having a poor outing.
I can't believe I just made the connection, Behra. I never made the connection.
You just made the connection,
Oh,
bro.
jeez.
How does this happen so consistently? Anyway, solid pull shot by Shubman. Another boundary for Gujarat. They are now 37 for no loss in 2.4 overs. But this happens to me every week, bro. Every week. Without fail. There'll be someone in the comments just now who will say, oh, I never made that connection before.
Yeah, because I just
You've
assumed
known
that
me.
you were just being cheeky.
You've known me for a good 2 years, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah, wow. I'm actually
Anyway,
surprised.
pumped down the ground by Shubman Gill on this occasion. Back-to-back fours for the captain of Gujarat
Yeah.
Titans, and he's taken his team to 41 for no loss in 2.5 overs.
Yeah, they're running away with the game here. I don't know if it's too risky, but I would potentially even consider bringing in spin. But again, they only have the inexperienced Yashraj Punja, and that's also, yeah, not
Yeah,
easy.
I have this feeling that if we don't see a wicket in the power play, then this game is done. But you never know. You could see 2 quick wickets and this might flip.
That's
Jofra
true. Let's see.
isn't enjoying himself out there though. Not his day. Come on, Joffers. Nope. Nothing in the pitch, man. I think both captains misread it. Maybe the second innings is a better time for batting.
Which is usually the case this time of the year in India. So I don't know. Like they went out of the way to make a mistake. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, none for 29 in 2 overs, Jofra Archer. 41 for no loss in 3 overs, Gujarat. Let's see who bowls the fourth. Probably Berger. He'll stick with him for one more over here.
didn't do too badly. Came back well after those 5 wides and everything. So fair. I get that.
Jaspreet is a unisex name, Jumpsuit. A lot of the Preets are.
A lot of the Punjabi names in general are, yeah. Harmanpreet. I mean,
Oh!
the Indian myths. What's
He's
happened?
gone for a pull, Sai Sudarshan. He skied it. Lot of hang time. Dropped. He
Oh
has
my
dropped it.
goodness.
It's Donovan Ferreira of all people, the hero from the death overs of the previous innings, and Sai Sudarshan gets a life on 14. Wow.
Man. Sudarshan also now, I mean, I guess karma is a thing. Except in his case, it's good karma.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
he dropped
Lord,
one,
that should
and
be
then
taken,
they
man.
dropped one of him, and that cancels everything out. Upti's saying Rob Barron and caps. We are all spiritually saying Rob Barron and caps in our hearts.
Man.
By the way,
you've
there's a
got
really
to be
fun Rob
taking
Barron
those.
video coming up, guys. Keep an eye out for that. They're making some really amazing content in Dubai. And this one Rob
That is
Barron video in
true.
particular, you all will really enjoy. I don't want to give any spoilers. But if you follow him on Twitter, you kind of know the spoiler already. All right. Yes, Rahul, there was so much hang time. It was up in the air for an eternity and completely...
I don't think he even got hand on ball. He completely
made-
missed it.
He made a mockery of that, Donovan Ferreira. And he just misjudged it, right? He could have taken those extra few steps. And in fact, maybe the other guy should have run towards the ball. Maybe this wasn't even his catch.
Yeah, could be.
See, Rob
But I
Barron
think the
needs
other
to
guy
be
was
here.
Tushar Deshpande and he bagged himself. Fair.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
Gujarat fans will have a wide smile on their face because their team has started brilliantly in the second innings and now they've been given a life. Sai Sudarshan in particular.
Bullshit.
Yeah, well, who likes to watch dropped catches, right? Like, it's been a tough watch this IPL in that particular regard.
Alrighty.
Goku Power Ranger says, never try stealing a catch from Lord Deshpande. And this has been driven through the covers. In fact, it's been punched through the covers for 4. Makes it look so easy, Sai Sudarshan. I was sure that there was a fielder there in the deep, but that's just, gone towards the fence. And this is just bad stuff from Rajasthan.
I'm just
Solid
wondering
punch
now,
though.
who do they go to from here?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question, I suppose. But yeah, Gujarat on a bit of a tear. 47 for no loss in 3.4 overs. Have dropped Sai Sudarshan already. Have Rajasthan. Yes, jumpsuit. Behram Daku. I don't want to be known as that guy. Nope. Let's stick with Akbar's general. That was better. Who else has been there? Famous. There was a footballer, Valon Behrami, represented Switzerland in many World Cups. There was this businessman. Is that a catch? Is that a drop? That is a 4?
Oh,
We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. If it's biased, no, it's biased. So just error behind the stumps, not a dropped catch, but still 4 runs for Gujarat. They moved to 52 for no loss after 4 overs. So yeah, there is, or was, sorry, he died a couple of years back. I don't know if anyone's heard of the Awari Towers. They're like a hotel franchise. They have one in Dubai as well.
is it? Okay.
It's a Parsi family, and the previous patriarch, the son of the true patriarch, the guy who started it all was Deen Shah Awari, and then his son was Behram D Awari. So there's another famous Behram for you.
Behram Contractor is a very famous journalist in India.
Nice
A
one.
very famous. Yeah.
I'm guessing they don't offer him full-time work. He's only ever contracted.
Wow.
Related to Nari contractor, perhaps? I don't know. He's the only other contractor I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Fair. I don't know. Oh, Brijesh comes into the attack.
Rudra Patel with the super chat says, can't wait for Gill to pull out a piece of paper saying, yes, Akshay and Varun talk if they win this. You know what? I'd pay top dollar if that happens. I would like to watch that happen.
So would I. Yeah. That's the kind of attention I'm looking for. I don't care how it comes. I'm shameless.
Yes, Karthik, lots of Behrams or most Behrams are actually Parsis because it is a Persian name. I'm Mars, bitch. Elon wants to populate me.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah. I don't want to get populated by Elon.
Oh. And you made it somehow even worse. Well done. Well done. I did not think that was possible.
Yeah.
Pulls
Hey,
it
look.
and jumps.
Doc Alchemist, the thug, and the general were named after me. Okay? That's the line of thinking that I'm going to take.
You know, it blew my friend's mind very recently. We were just having a chat about random things, and somehow the topic of religion came up, not any specific religion. So I was just talking about how, there are a lot of similarities in Christianity and Islam because they both originated from the same place.
Yeah.
The
Hold that
stories, the
thought.
characters. Yeah.
Hold that thought because Shubman Gill has pumped one in
that's
that gap
beautiful shot.
between
Beautiful.
mid-off and extra cover for 4. So that's a very, very aesthetically pleasing shot.
Well done.
And it was flat, but it was aerial and probably went for 4 on 2 bounces.
Yeah.
I want to say 2 bounces.
2 bounces.
But yeah, I mean, slot ball by Brijesh put away by Shubman Gill, who looks like $1 million out there. And Gujarat are 57 for no loss and 4.3 overs. But all 3 Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, have a lot of crossover.
Exactly. And so because you were talking about names, the names themselves sort of appear, right? Because the characters are similar.
Yep.
He was shocked when I told him, so Joseph is Yusuf, or there's
really?
Daniel, there's Daniel. Yeah, you didn't know this? Alexander
I know.
Sikandar and all of these.
I know this in detail. You want me to test you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was telling you that
I'm going to
I was
test
telling you
now.
my friend. I don't
It's
know
okay.
that much. I know.
Play this game with me.
I've literally come across an article through which I got it. So trust me, I don't know enough about it.
Okay, so
It's as
Berserk
surface
has
level
given
as
us
possible.
Berserk has given us a spoiler. Daud is David. So now you know that one.
No, this one
If you can tell me what John is, you get lots of brownie
Johan?
points. Close. Actually, no.
Johanan? No?
John is Yaya.
Oh, Yaya. I've heard of Yaya. Why have I heard of Yaya? Who's a popular, famous Yaya?
John the Baptist? Oh, I don't know who the popular
No.
Yaya is.
Yaya. Oh, I think I've heard the name Yaya. Yeah, I've heard it somewhere. I'm forgetting where.
Well, I have a
interesting.
friend with that name, but I don't know if there's a famous one. But yeah, John the Baptist was basically Yaya. Yaya
Oh,
Toure.
that's the name. Yaya Toure. Yes.
Yeah. Or the...
Who's he? Footballer, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he was captain of Manchester City. He got pissed off once when they didn't celebrate his birthday. So,
Got
double
it.
to finish the over. Gujarat 59 for no loss after 5 overs. I'm going to think of some more. Oh, do you know the name Job?
Job? No.
Have you never heard the name Job?
No.
It's spelled like Job, but it's pronounced Job.
Okay, interesting. Never heard of this either.
Okay, if you had to guess what the Arabic version of Job was, what would it be? I'll give you a hint. There is a Pakistan cricketer, current, active, male, with that surname.
Ooh. I want to say something like yo kuch hoega, matlab ja ka kuch like that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you have to stop thinking along those lines because Yaya was kind of
Oh,
dissimilar, right?
somewhere, yeah. I have no clue.
Ayub.
Oh, Job and
Yeah.
Ayub. Interesting.
I know. I was really, really fascinated by that one.
Yeah.
Johanna would be Johanna or something, I guess. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Eunice is also something, right? I remember.
Eunice is Jonas.
Jonas. Yeah. Okay. Of course.
Or sorry, what is Jonah then? There's got to be some
could be.
name for Jonah.
So, are you telling me every character has a name, or is it just
Every
a lot of the
character who has crossover, right? In the
Yeah,
Bible
okay.
and the Quran will have
Got
that.
it.
Yeah.
Afridi again? That's
Okay.
it's all. These are all Pathans. It doesn't come from
Yeah.
the religion itself, so that has
No,
nothing to do
Afridi-
with it. Yeah, it's
Afridi
a
is
tribe.
Yeah, it's a tribe.
Yeah. I shouldn't be. What's the right word? I shouldn't be Pakistan's planning Behram here. I feel I'm doing a lot of that.
Yeah, well, I think everyone knows Afridi is a tribe, though.
I mean, clearly the person who commented didn't. So you never know.
It's okay, Gogo Power Ranger. We won't mind. Oh, so no dude.
I know we don't mind. Yeah. Sorry, you were telling Behram.
No, I was just checking the due. I can't think of other names.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of more names. Ooh, so, okay, that's a 4. Literally just a touch shot, a bit of a push by Sai Sudarshan through the covers for 4. The runs are flowing for Gujarat Titans. They are now 65 for no loss in 5.3 overs. And I mean, this is going to be tough work for Rajasthan to pull them back. Yes, Berserk, Haroon, Aaron. My brother is Haroon,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, that's
Oh,
another one.
nice.
That's easy to guess, I think. Ibrahim is too easy to guess. Daud and David, not everyone knows. That I'll give you.
True.
I have, so my best friend's kid's name is Daud and I call him Davy.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Those tires are dry as fuck, Singer. And that is another pull shot by Sai Sudarshan. Finds the gap yet again. Back-to-back boundaries for Sai off Tushar Deshpande. And 69 for no loss, Gujarat as a result in 5.4 overs. This is not looking good for the Royals.
Cruising. Dawood Dhawan.
Everyone knows the Musa Moses and Isa Jesus thing. That's too mainstream.
Yeah, Isa Jesus. I mean, Indians would know because in Hindi it's called Isa Masih, the religion and everything. So Isa is a very popular.
But Musa Moses would also be pretty
yeah,
straightforward.
true.
Like it's right out there. Yeah.
Solomon. Again, like names that are almost
Yeah.
similar sounding, you can draw the parallels. You can just connect them.
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, some are really, really easy. Oh, do you know what Jacob is?
Yaqub. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and do you know, well, so we all know that in the Spanish countries, Jesus is Jesus, right?
Yeah.
If I am not wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, someone, I feel like the Hebrew version of Jacob is Jacobi. And I really like that name.
Oh. Could be.
Yeah.
Could not be. Not sure.
David and Goliath is an Abrahamic story, Badiya, Vadara, Darshan. So it would be true in all three of those religions, right? Because, no, actually, Judaism is before David. Yeah, so it'll be the same in Christianity and Islam.
Islam.
I'm not a religious guy, but, you know, religious history, I would say, like that kind of really interests me. So I once memorized the actual chronology of all Abrahamic prophets, and that was fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
so I
characters,
actually know
the names,
who came from where. Jacoby Bryant. I like that, Rizvi. There's a super chat by Mark Austin. Mark Austin. Wow. Really. It's gone. Mine's gone. Is Parag's captaincy merited? It's a good question. Who else? Dhruv.
They've got Jaiswal, Dhruv,
Jaiswal.
Jadeja if you want to consider. But I think Parag's not been too bad as captain. And I really like the fact that he's been a lot more self-aware than most captains we've seen in the tournament. So he has been accepting of his follies even when his side has ended on the right side of the results. He's been honest about the fact that, see, again, cricket is a very high variance sport. And there's very little that you can do to control it. And he's been more than happy conceding the fact that it's not just down to me captaining and me doing something. So I like such aspects to a captain who understands that although they play a role, they're not the only ones. They're not the star of the side. They're just sort of, leading or whatever. Like, you get what I mean. So I think Parag has shown those traits, and that's always a good sign. And tactically also, I don't think he's been too bad. And in any case, man, modern day cricket means modern day cricket does not have captain as the sole tactician. It's usually the think tank who comes up with tactics, and the captain is essentially just the conductor at an orchestra who just moves. That's it. So you don't need to think too much.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I don't think they were particularly spoiled for choice. It was either Jaiswal or Parag, and they've really backed Parag. So, damn, Badiya Vadara Darshan. I did not know that people struggled with pronouncing your surname. I feel like it's easy for brown people to pronounce brown surnames. Although some people call me Behram, and Behram really pisses me off.
Trust me, I mean, not with my name. Thankfully, Akshay is a lot more common, so most people know the pronunciation of it. But I've had friends who've been very unfortunate with their names and pronunciations of.
Yeah,
it's
same.
sad.
I've had a few of those. All right, so Gujarat are 69 for no loss after the power play. They are actually 1 run worse than Rajasthan, but also 2 wickets better. So they're in a better position to chase this down. And a lot of people in the West, Rizvi, did say Quasi, but I always used to tell them pronounce it with a K, like Kamikaze. And then that kind of took care of itself. I've got a really fun one for you. Enoch.
Oh.
And I'll give you a hint.
Is it?
Yes. The name is popular, and a really famous black actor has that name. And that's been driven through the covers for 4 by Shubman Gill. Brijesh goes for a boundary, first ball of his second over, and Gujarat are now 73 for no loss in 6.1 overs. So yes, Enoch in Arabic is the name of a very famous black actor. It sounds nothing like Enoch, by the way.
I would imagine. I'm trying to think anything with na. That surely is not Denzel.
Okay, so there's no N. There's no N.
Oh.
Yes.
Are Rahul and Akshit right? They've mentioned Idris.
Yes, Idris.
Is it Idris?
It is.
Whoa, I'm blown.
Yeah, I know. I was also blown by that one.
Wow.
Leaves that alone, Shubman. Interesting. Slow bumper.
Wait, Imran is Wakim?
I have no idea if Imran is Wakim. That one I don't even know of. I know that Ishaq is Isaac, but that's another one you can kind of get to.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. Ishmael is Ismail, another easy one.
Yeah.
Judah is Yehuda, which is also fairly easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one for you. Benjamin. It's a very Arabic sounding. It's a very Arabic sounding name.
And is it a common name?
No. But the first 3 alphabets are very common in the Arab world.
Okay, I'm just reciting the Arabic alphabet. Alif, whatever.
Son of.
Okay, you have to fill me in here.
Bin Yamin.
Oh, Bin, of course.
Yeah.
Does it literally mean that son of Yamin?
I have no idea. But I know it's Bin Yamin. And I think that's it. That's where my knowledge ends.
Yeah.
This was a fun game till it lasted.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
now we
That's
need
true.
to figure
It's
out
fun.
what to
I
talk
agree
about.
with you. I'm also a fan of history that way. Not so much
Yeah.
the mythology and everything that comes with it, but
Yeah.
the origins, the etymology of so many of these names, terms, words, how they came into being.
I've done this for most major religions, by the way. Like I don't remember, like I did this for Hinduism a long time back, but I know that there is one big deity, which is maybe Brahma, and then
Brahma,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
different avatars and Krishna and etc. But like it's been a while since I've brushed up on that, but I even read all of that. So it's just something that generally piques my interest when it comes to religion.
Again, I hope my mom's not listening to this because that gives her another reason to be upset at me. Sorry, ma. Apologies. Yeah. Not been my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I do
And
know
I
some
know-
basics of it. Yeah.
And I know that Shiva is supposed to be the dark energy god, but that is the god that is venerated in the south of India. So I know my stuff. I know some things.
That again, that's the part that fascinates me. So you would have heard of Rama, right? It's a very popular
Yeah.
deity in India. So Rama is a part of this mythology called Ramayana, which is the battle between Rama and Ravana. So Rama
Yes,
versus Ravana.
I know about
Ravana
this.
is the god of evil. Rama, I mean, essentially, again, I might be
And
overly
that
simplifying it, guys.
Isn't so? Wait, that is the Ramayana. What is the Bhagavad Gita? Because that's a poem as well. No.
Bhagavad Gita. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
That's a poem, but I've
Bhagavad
forgotten the
Gita-
story of the poem.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita is the scriptures. It's the basis for the religion. It's like Quran. So you read this. How do you lead a life? What is
Okay. So it's the
religion
holy
about and all of
scripture
it?
which tells you
Yeah,
the way of
yeah.
life. Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Rama is revered in India. Ravana is revered in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
So
I did
Sri
not know
Lanka,
that.
yeah, it's the most popular. Exactly, which is why it's very surprising because in India, Ravana is really, how do I put it, is a villain. He's extremely villainized because he abducted Rama's wife. Again, apologies if I'm overly simplifying it for others.
Yeah,
For
but
Behram, I think
also-
this is more than enough information.
No. I know the bare bones of the story.
Yeah.
But
So
I think when it
It's
comes to the
fascinating,
history
actually.
part, the history part is fine to discuss. Anything else, you make a slip of tongue over here, it's probably not safe for you to do that.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's pretty.
Make sure you know your shit.
These parts I do know because when I was in Sri Lanka, I did a couple
Okay.
of hikes. So yeah, there's this place called Pidurangala and Sigiriya. So which is where a lot of these, which is where again Ravana once again sort of comes into being, and a lot of people revere them. So they're temples of Ravana, which is almost unheard of in India because in India we have. So during Navratri, which is a popular festival, we actually come up with a model, a putla of Ravana, and we burn him. It's a way
I've
of
seen this
burning
in
our
I've
sin.
seen this in movies.
Exactly.
That's that giant
Yeah,
ass thing, right? Like, yeah, okay.
Exactly. So now that's how India looks at it, and now Sri Lanka looks at it from the other way, wherein they look up to him. So it's
Interesting.
very fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, guys,
Again,
we're
to
not
be
like
clear-
talking religion. We're just talking about how these things fascinate us, even though we're both not religious people. It's just the etymology, the whatever, the mythology, the historical elements. I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone, which is why I'm trying to choose my words carefully. But, it's just fun to read about these things, not necessarily
That's
believe in them.
And Shekhar, once again, but I'm talking about the historical part, not the mythological part. It's both intertwined, and that's the problem, right? Because it's so intertwined everywhere. People love to mistake one for the other. Not even mistake; they just don't want to believe one for the other. They think this is history.
Yeah.
Which is you do you. As long as you're a good
Yeah,
person,
man.
do whatever you-
You do you.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the game. 79 for no loss, Gujarat in 7 overs. Here's Yashasvi Jaiswal for the first time in the qualifier 2. Cut away. And there's protection. All right, so
Alrighty.
they've done the first bit, Gujarat, not lose any wickets, and they're on course as far as scoring rate is concerned. But they have to be wary because 2 quick wickets can fuck them over, essentially.
But that's the thing about these two, right? They're not the kind of batters who just give away the wickets. They're the kind of batters who once said just don't leave their ground. They don't even give you as much as a sniff. They just keep going.
Okay, so this is great by Akshit Vijay. He says, let's talk about Mehdi Malouf. It's been a while since I've heard any of his songs, but really talented artist. I like Mehdi Malouf. And that has been slapped Up and over the covers for 4.
Man, bad
or
ball.
cover point for 4. So that's just a bit of a long hop by our man Raj Punja. And cashes in Sai Sudarshan. That dropped catch will be hurting them. It'll be stinging Rajasthan because Gujarat have moved to 84 for no loss in 7.2 overs. And Sabyasachi, I don't know if Jadeja is fit to bowl, but they might be hesitant to bring him on versus Sai, who has cut the ball yet again. This time it is pretty much like a surgeon. Really dissected the gap brilliantly. Back-to-back fours for Sai Sudarshan versus Yashasvi Jaiswal. Yeah, brilliant shot. So good to watch. 88 for no loss in 7.3 overs. Now Gujarat, they've got 1 foot in the final. They'll have to really fuck this up if they want to lose.
That's true. That is true. And I know nobody know I'm not related to HDK. Don't worry.
This is great by Gogo Power Rangers. He says, David faced Goliath, but can he face Prime Bumrah? So, you guys know the David Goliath story is kind of exaggerated in the sense that if you think about it somewhat realistically, let's assume this story is real, for starters, okay? Let's start there. And then, you guys do know that giantism is a thing. And back in the day, maybe they thought that this is a big giant and he's strong, but giantism actually works against the giant. It doesn't work in favor of the giant. They have a lot of weak spots. David had one of those catapulty things. What do you call those things?
Catapult?
No. That thing that you go... Pew. I don't know what
Isn't that a catapult?
Catapult is more grand scale, right? But he had one of those things where he pebbled the crap out of Goliath and bam. So
slingshot, our producer has
slingshot.
mentioned.
Slingshot is the thing. And the slingshot gave him the advantage. It gave him the edge. So David and Goliath is a bit of an oxymoron. I feel like David had the advantage. Because people back in the day did not know that the big guy, is going to lose. They were like, oh, look at the size of this guy. Who can beat him? And again, first you have to cross that barrier where you actually believe this happened.
Exactly. I was about to say, fundamentally you're wrong because you're coming from a place of logic. You've already
That's the thing. That's why
battle.
it's a tricky topic because some people will say history, some people will say mythology. I am saying neither. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying anything.
Yes. Okay. End of the 8 overs in this chase. 91 for no loss Gujarat. It's gotten a bit boring, but that's kind of just how Gujarat play, isn't it? They bore you. Yes, good running.
Thanks for correcting me, Karan. Just wanted to put it out there. Apologies if I got it badly wrong. So thanks for correcting us. So Bhagavad Gita is a part of the epic Mahabharata. It's of course the holy book as well, but it's a part of Mahabharata. So we have 2 epics. One is Mahabharata, the other is Ramayana. I'll just stop with that.
Okay. Because I watched a lot of YouTube videos on this stuff, and to me, my understanding was that these are all poems, and that's how they've been preserved over time. But that's how most shit was preserved back in the day.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita is. It is in that
prose
format.
and poem, and
exactly.
Even the Quran was not actually penciled down in the time of the Prophet. They used to recite the verses because that's what people would do back in the day. That was like their way of, being in that energy state, nirvana mode, that they are all kind of reciting these things together. So I think if you go further back in time, storytelling is just so key that people want to continue to repeat those stories. And that's how history is kind of functioned.
To be honest, you don't even have to go back in time. You just have to go 600 years back in time. Shakespeare, all of his plays, they were never in written format. It was just the play. The only reason why it became so popular was in the 14th or 15th century when UK was hit by plague, there was no way of consuming entertainment because people couldn't attend plays. So what a lot of people started doing was they started from memory writing down Shakespearean plays and getting them printed and sharing it with people because how else will people now pass time? And that's how they became a lot more mainstream.
Absolutely. Berserk is saying it's an epic poetry like Odyssey or Divine Comedy. Well, Odyssey, speaking of Odyssey, when does that come out? I kind of want to watch that.
Next month? I think it's June, right? Yeah, it's June if I'm not wrong. But I found the trailer a bit underwhelming. I'll still watch it because it's Nolan. But yeah.
Also, last thing on this topic. But the thing I am fascinated by the most is that in the ancient Mesopotamian civilization, they just used to look up All right. The moon is a deity. The sun is a deity. The stars are a deity. Venus is a deity. And they used to have different temples. And these places were grand. I mean, I don't know if you know about the ziggurat of Ur, but that is one of the oldest structures that we have in the world. And they've kind of renovated it, which they shouldn't have done. Should have preserved whatever was left of the original thing. But pulled away for 6 by Gill.
Oh,
Shubman's
man,
here to
that's
party.
another beautiful shot.
Yeah. And that's really, really super shot by Shubman Gill. That maximum takes Gujarat to 98 for no loss in 8.2 overs. But you know, it makes sense, Akshay, that some of the earliest civilizations would have just looked up. It kind of checks out in my brain.
Yeah. Again, the thing is, I don't know where to draw the line or where would I be crossing the line, but a lot of religion just came
That
from
religion
nature,
is
right?
dead. I think we can speak about it. Okay?
No, in general,
Mesopotamia, gone.
That's true, but even modern day religion draws a lot of elements from nature, right? You see a lot of those things. And in fact, even now, a lot of, if you go to interior parts of India or go to tribes, certain tribes, remote tribes, and say in the Andaman and all of it, they still worship nature. So nature as part of religion or nature being worshipped is still a very common practice. Maybe it's not mainstream, but it is still,
I
still
think
happens. So it's, yeah.
The further east you go, that becomes more and more prevalent.
True.
Like there are a
very
lot
valid.
of religions in Southeast Asia as well, which aren't as big to be known, but they kind of revolve around nature, I believe.
Yeah. And
anyway.
I mean, who was it? At Lathi 33, Bengal, even Hinduism has sun. Like, sun is literally a god in Hinduism. So there is no, I don't want to say the names and get them wrong and then.
Yeah, you
widely
know
as a-
what? That's it. We've said all that we had to say, or it was just a discussion between you and me anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
let's cap it.
Producer Saab, I knew the name, but I got scared for a second. I was like, am I sort of not getting it right? So let me not speak. So thanks.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries.
Anyway, that's 100 runs for Gujarat. They've brought their team 100 up in 8.4 overs, so they are literally on cruise control. And we need some wickets in this game. We need some sort of, plot twist.
Yeah, the only place where wickets are being lost is Pakistan versus West Indies. They're 3 down for 32 by Ram, unfortunately.
And that's slapped past mid-off for 4. He's picked out, or both of these guys have picked out that gap brilliantly, by the way, between mid-off and extra cover. And yeah, that 4 takes Gujarat to 104 for no loss in 8.5 overs. That's 50 up for Shubman Gill. 30 ball 50.
Well done.
One delivery quicker than Suryavanshi.
By the way, they've had 14 fours in just 1 6. Just, again, typical GT partnership where you don't have to, think about bludgeoning the ball, think about clearing the fence consistently. Just play along the carpet. You'll get your runs. You don't need to worry about it.
And that is a bit of a... I don't even know how to describe that shot, but he has guided it up and over point for 4. Shubman Gill, back-to-back boundaries to end the over. And that takes Gujarat to 108 for no loss in 9 overs. So this is going to be a pretty easy chase for Gujarat, so it seems. 9 overs in to the chase. And...
Sad, man. Very sad. I expected better from RR, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, look, we both knew that their bowling kind of sucks, and we were hoping that we were told by the captains that the pitch is going to slow down in the second inning, so we were kind of just going by that, yeah. And that never happened, so. Also, Berserk, only 1-6 so far, so weird. Do you watch Gujarat play at all or bat at all? This is not weird at all. This is what they do. So Jadeja is fit to bowl, apparently. And
But will he bowl? That's the question now.
He's bowling.
Now. Oh, wait. Why is my stream so far behind then? I'm still watching an ad.
Go to stream 1.
Alrighty.
Okay, so...
And I'm back on, yes.
Gill versus Jadeja. Let's see what happens here. Uses his feet and goes up and over long on for 6. Proactive stuff by Shubman Gill. He is not taking no for an answer. He wants to take his team through to the final, and they'll be playing at home as well versus RCB. So that's going to be a cracker. And that maximum takes Gujarat to 115 for no loss in 9.2 overs. So they just don't want to lose any wickets today. And I think that's job done, man. I mean, from here, they surely should win. It's less than 10 runs and over now required.
They're also not the kind of side to do anything funky or chaotic. They'll just sort of go with what's, working for them. So, yeah, it's hard to see them mess it up from here.
Shubman Gill, I mean, that's not a boundary, just a single, but that's an inside-out shot up and over the covers after using his feet. So he looks so good versus spin. And yes, Karan Randhawa, Gujarat is probably the only team that can chase this down with least amount of sixes. This is a bit of a bore now, guys. Let's manifest some wickets. It's so hot in here that I don't want to do the AC thing, but generally, Akshay, when I turn my AC off, we get a wicket. I just can't go there right now.
Ooh, all right, let's see. I mean, Upmanyu is basically asking, or rather stating, that if Rajasthan lose this, it will be because of Jadeja's last 15-ball batting. I'm sorry, while defending 200, if you can't pick a single wicket, there's no point crying over your batting.
Yeah, true.
So,
some love from our friend Berserk, who says, I've really enjoyed these watch-alongs with Bear Akshay. I like that hashtag. What will I watch
Thank you
now
so
after
much.
today in the summer holidays? We'll still be creating content, but it's just probably not going to be watch-alongs. And that's in the air. Is there a fielder in the deep? Nope. Is that a 6?
6.
Did that
Oh my God, that's a
ball
flat
bounce?
6.
Yeah, that's just an
I thought that
aerial
was a 6.
sweep. There was no one in that region. And then such a rubbish delivery to top by Jadeja. Proper hit me ball, and Shubman Gill just literally just doesn't have to do much. Just aerially sweeps it for 6, and that maximum takes Gujarat to 123 for no loss in 9.5 overs. At least finish it early then. Give us this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
Come
least
on.
you can do.
Wait, is Gill close to the orange cap, or has Webber sealed that?
Vaibhav, I don't think I sealed it. Vaibhav, let's see what the tally says. Let's go to stats, most runs. Gill's at 668, Vaibhav is at 776, and Sudarshan, by the way, is ahead. He's at 694.
Oh, no way.
I mean, ahead of Gill, not ahead of course.
Well, if Gujarat win this, then one of those two guys has a chance, and that's cut away for 4. So it's just too easy for Shubman Gill right now.
Yeah.
And what a poor over by Ravindra Jadeja. I don't even think he's fully fit, but after that cut for 4, Gujarat are 127 for no loss at the 10-over mark. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Rajasthan were 103 for 3 in 10 overs. So they're well ahead.
Oh, yeah,
now.
70 and then 100. Yeah, that's true.
You take Dono Ferreira's knockout, and this game is already over.
100%. I
Sai
mean, they've
Sudarshan
scored
holds on to
127
Webber's
in
catch,
10
and
with
we
just
would
2
right now
sixes.
be eating food.
No, but they've scored 127 in 10 with just 2 sixes. It's crazy. Again, it's crazy. It's as diametrically opposite to RR school of batting as it can get. So, by the way, Kira's a kilo note who says, have you seen the GT middle order without the top 3? It's as chaotic as it gets. But the point, again, the operator phrase there being without the top 3. It's that top 3 which has done all the job so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bowling attack plus top 3, that's been their winning formula. If RCB knock over that top 3 or even 2 out of the 3 early on in the final, then that might be game done. But Gujarat have the advantage of their home ground, their home crowd. Although Kohli fans might still outnumber the Gujarat fans. I don't know how that works. This time it's a
not
lofted
about the
slap.
fans.
Oh my God, that's a flat
another.
6 by Sudarshan. And he gets to his 50 of 26 balls. He was dropped as well early on in his innings. He has made amends for his dropped catch, and that is a wonderful shot. Rocks back on the back foot and just slaps it over the covers for 6. So 133 for no loss Gujarat now in 10.1 overs. Just kill it, guys. Do an anti-Gujarat. Finish this off in 16 overs. I challenge you.
But
they're not going to do
floodgates are well and truly opened. I can fully see them just going for the shots on. There's no point because there's no point mucking around. What, 82 or 59? You know, even if you lose one of these guys, you can still trust the rest of your batting to come good on that.
It's just that the scoring rate or the required run rate is so low now that surely even with wickets falling, Gujarat get there. That's the thing.
That's true.
Like you can trust a Jason Holder to get you over the line as well, like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Not a Tewatia though. I think
also
Tewatia is proper one season wonder.
More like one innings wonder, in all fairness.
More like one last over wonder.
Fair. You can also take that.
Yes, Sabyasachi, Gujarat will probably drag this as much as they can. We are being wishful when we say that just finish it off in 16 because that ain't going to happen. Sai
But
Kishore,
about,
number 3, who says
Gujarat
no? I
Titans-
love this.
And about Gujarat Titans playing in Ahmedabad, more than the home crowd itself, it's that pace attack in Ahmedabad. And I'm really hoping that GT, not this again, before people call me out for being an RCB fan, this is coming from a neutral. I'm really hoping that GT does not have any say on the surfaces. I want it to be a
Another
neutral
one.
surface.
Uses his
stuff like-
feet, Shubman Gill, and just carts that past the diving fielder at cover for 4. It's too easy out there for the Indian Test skipper and the Gujarat skipper. 138 for no loss are the Titans in 10.4 overs. Maybe we get our wish. None of these Rajasthan bowlers look threatening.
Not easy, man. Not easy.
Yeah, Bhargav, I think both captains misread the pitch. And another one! Shubman Gill, what did
Lovely.
you have for lunch today? This time he uses his feet once again, inside out, up and over the covers for a 1 bounce 4. Back-to-back boundaries for Gill versus Yashraj Punja. 142 for no loss as a result. Gujarat in 10.5 overs. Wow. Sublime.
I mean, GT have been here for 5 seasons, and they would have played 3 finals in fucking same.
That is crazy,
Jeez.
actually. They've been a very successful franchise. And is that another one? No. This time there's not enough legs on it. They'll pick up 2. So 144 for no loss in 11 overs. They need 71 runs. I say 71 runs can be achieved in 5 overs. They've got 10 wickets in
Oh, yeah.
hand. Let's do it. 16 overs. Come on, Gujarat. If not that, then I
think-
want a wicket with an over with 3 wickets.
Nah, 16 over finish. Now it's beyond any resurrection. Even if you lose 3 wickets, I don't see GT losing this game.
Karan Randhawa with a very valid point. He says this is Shubman's real home ground, by the way. So technically
That's
it would be
true.
Mohali because that's where he would have grown up playing, right? Mulnapur is new.
That's true. I mean,
And
the
once
city
you
itself is
start-
technically new.
Yeah, once you start playing international cricket, you don't really play that much in domestic. So
We'll finally see some international cricket here, though. The India-Afghanistan test is happening in Mulnapur. So,
oh really? I did not know it was happening in Mulnapur.
yeah.
Should have kept it at the Kotla because there's such a big diaspora population of Afghan people over there in Delhi.
Again, Behram, like a conversation on religion, there's no point discussing because fundamentally you're wrong because you're coming from a place of logic. You've lost the battle there. There's no point. Are you really going to fight BCCI with logic? That's on you,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, remember when they scheduled tests in Guwahati and Kolkata where the day would end at 4:30 p.m. because
So they
because
came
of
up
no
with a
time
tea
zones
break.
or one time zone?
Exactly.
Yeah, classic. New Chandigarh, not Chandigarh according to Karan Randhawa.
Yeah. Like I told
I
Varun,
wonder-
New Chandigarh is basically the Long Island of Chandigarh. It's
Okay.
quite far from the city itself. So that's why people insist on calling it New Chandigarh.
Karan Randhawa, you can answer one question for me perhaps. What is the origin of the name Randhawa? Because this is a surname in both India and Pakistan. I would love to know. There is a cricketer or an all-rounder who plays for Multan Sultans. His name is Imran Randhawa.
Oh.
And Rathore. Rathore is another one. I would love to know
Oh, is
where
it?
these two names come from. Yeah, you see Rathores over here.
Oh, I know Rathore is Rajasthani. Like it's a lot more prevalent in Rajasthani. I don't think it's very Punjabi. Guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So
Patel, I know that there are lots of different kinds of Patels, but I don't think we see a lot of Patels in Pakistan. It's just that, it's like, you know how Pathan people have Khan, I think like Gujaratis kind of like they have Patel. It's similar
yeah,
in a way.
Patel is a very yeah. The
Rathore
funny
is
part is
Rajputs?
so
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Rajput, yeah. So Karnataka has a surname called Patil, and I've lost count of how many people confuse Patil for Patel. So I
Like
don't know if you've heard of this
Sandeep.
women's cricketer. Yeah,
Sandeep
Sandeep
Patil.
Patil. Yeah, Sandeep Patel. Like, bro. Yeah.
No. If I see Patil, I can recognize Patil.
But
The
also, that's true.
The one that really threw me off was Gurjup Neet. Because in my head, he was Gurjan Preet.
Everyone's done this. Everyone's
I
done
haven't
this.
done
In fact,
it though.
people still call him.
I've only done it in my brain, never on screen.
Yeah.
Nandre Burger's back.
Meanwhile, Berserk has come up with an answer. The surname Randhawa is primarily associated with the Punjabi Jat clan, known as the Randhawa Gotra, found among Sikhs, Muslims, and Hindus in both Indian and Pakistani Punjab. Interesting.
All right then. Cool.
At Apti9779, Patil and Patel are basically same. No, they're not. Patil,
That was
exactly. It's a
literally what he was
Maharashtrian-
saying.
Exactly. They couldn't be further away from each other. But good chat. Someone mentioned Bhatt. Bhatt is also a very popular surname on both sides of the
So
border.
over here, Bhatt is a Kashmiri name, I think. But
So there are two kinds of Bhatts in India. The Kashmiri one, the South Indian Brahmins are also. There's a sort of a section who called Bhatts.
but over here, they're not Bhatts. They are Butts, like asses.
Salman Bhatt.
Yes, not Salman Bhatt. So maybe they changed the.
But
spelling,
Bhatt
I
bhi
don't
hai
know.
na, like Bilawal Bhatti, मतलब Bhatti hai wo, but Bhatt वैसे वाले BHAT वैसे नहीं है.
I don't know if Bhatti is the same thing as Bhatt though, because Bhattis are like Punjabi people, and that has been just whisked off the pads of Shubman Gill for 4, and he's nearing his ton. He's 86 of 42 as things stand, and Gujarat are 152 for no loss and 11.5 overs. So yes, Gogo
Yeah,
Power
Tanmay
Rangers,
Bhatt
but
is South Indian, exactly.
yeah, but definitely
that's not the
Salman Bhatt
Kashmiri
lived up to
thing.
his name. So I am a Kashmiri from my mom's side, and we are Khwajas. So if my mom was like if I was born on that side of the family to a male, I suppose, then I would be Behram Khwaja. And that's been pulled away.
Khwaja is a
for
very
Shubman Gill.
rich sounding name.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I kind of like Khwaja
It's very
more than
grand.
Ghazi, honestly. Yeah.
It's very grand.
Yeah, I think Khwaja just means noble person or something like that. But back-to-back boundaries for Shubman Gill to end this.
I thought it
Andre
meant
Burger
God
over.
or something like that.
No. Khwaja is a noble person, I think, or senior statesman or something like that. It's a respectful name. But
Yeah, exactly.
those-
Respect or something like that. Yeah, fair.
Those back-to-back boundaries take Shubman Gill to 90 of 43 and Gujarat are 156 for no loss in 12 overs. So the race to 16 overs is on. And similar to Agha, because Agha in Turkish is the same thing.
Okay.
It's like you pay respect. You're like, kind of venerating someone. Ki, this is Agha.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it like, are the roots of Agha and Aghas the same? Like,
Agha and Agha is the exact same thing. It's just different spelling. Another boundary for Sai Sudharjan in that covers region. He's really milked that area throughout this innings. And yeah, that takes Gujarat to 160 for no loss and 12.1 overs. They're dealing in fours. They've dealt in fours
lovely.
throughout.
I'm very happy. Just keep going.
Sometimes I do, Ayu. Sometimes I do.
But have you heard this song, Khaja Mere Khaja? I mean, it's a Bollywood
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, I've heard that song. I like.
Have you heard another song
Sufi-esque-
called
I like that
Yeah,
Sufi-esque sort of music. That's kind of up my alley.
A.R. Rahman? Have you
Yes.
heard the song called Afghan Jalebi?
That one I don't like. It's too mainstream for me.
It was
Anything that is
maybe-
like catchy, I don't like it.
Interesting.
I like soulful music, man.
I get what
Needs
you
to
mean.
come from the soul. Come on, guys. End the game.
Ended already. Oof.
This was such a no-show from Rajasthan in the second innings.
Seriously,
man.
man.
What a mood killer. Okay, there's a very fun super chat. But before that, I shall tell you that there's been another pull for 4, this time by Shubman Gill.
Oh, is it?
Takes
Wow.
Gujarat to 165 for no loss and 12.3 overs. And Shubman Gill is 94 of 44. High and dealt Gill. Come on.
Just dealing with boundaries. Wow, man. Well done.
Yeah,
well
it's
done.
been
Loving
insane
this.
stuff from Shubman. Ter Aqua says Patel and Patil both mean village headmen. So I do not know why.
Okay. Again, I stand corrected on that. And I also will have to credit Al Apti because they've mentioned that the etymology is the same. They come from the same root. But my point still stands that they're two very different names that represent two very different parts of the country, like you've also mentioned, Al Apti. So that's my
Is it-
point. In more.
Is it similar to how there's Bhattacharya and Bhattacharji?
So Bhattacharya and so all these G's, Mukherjee, Chatterjee, Banerjee, but these were English corruptions. They found Bhattacharya, they found Chattopadhyay. So Mukhopadhyay became Mukherjee because they found it easier to pronounce. Chattopadhyay became Chatterjee. So
My mind is
Bandyopadhyay, if I'm
blown,
not wrong,
man.
became Banerjee. So it's all English corruptions.
Wow,
Nothing
I
else.
had no idea.
All right.
Crazy.
Zaro?
That is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I do agree that Mukherjee is easier to say than Mukhopadhyay, but still.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A lot of present day city names have also changed because of that. So Bangalore, the city.
Yeah.
Do you know what was the original stated name of Bangalore, which is like 200 years ago? No, I mean, people from the city might know. People who know the history might know. It was called Bendakaduru. It's a very long, few syllables. Yeah, which
so that's why
literally
they kind of
translate.
brought it down to
Yeah,
Bengaluru.
exactly.
Another boundary. Oh, has he done it again? He's done it again, guys.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Is he hit wicket?
No,
I think he is. I think he's done it again.
What?
Yeah, I think he's lost his bat. The bat has hit the
The way you're
stumps.
saying it, there.
I think it's happened.
Oh my word! Oh, exactly the same way.
Wow,
Oh,
how do you manage
Lord.
that 2 games in a row, Sai Sudarshan?
Wait, why are the cheerleaders so shocked? Like, why are the cheerleaders so astounded? Chill, you can relax, but
What has happened here? Sai Sudarshan needs to work on this, man. It's not a one-off.
twice in a row is bizarre. Twice in a row is really
Wow,
bizarre.
that is some proper freak shit by Sai.
Yeah.
And this time, it wasn't even like an elaborate shot. And he doesn't care. He loses his bat and he pretends as if it's not going to hit the stumps. And then when it does, he looks shocked.
Yeah.
What is wrong
In
with
all
you, Sai?
fairness-
Hold on to your bat. Get a better
But
grip.
Behra,
See,
in
he
all
couldn't be a
fairness-
dick biter because he would continue to let go of the dick.
again, no
Anyway.
reason for that callback. Moving
Yeah.
on swiftly. No,
Move
but
on.
my point, you mentioned that Sai Sudarshan doesn't seem to care. In his defense, neither do the RR fielders or bowlers. They're also just there. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So,
What the hell, man? I want Jared, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not because you guys are probably doing much better things in Dubai, create one of those short videos on this. How has he done this 2 times in a row? How? How is this real? How is this not some sort of cartoon? Anyway, 167 for
twice
one.
in a
Gujarat.
row, man. Not even twice in a season. And exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. Off the shoulder behind. Off.
Yeah.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
Different length on this occasion, I reckon, but yeah,
That's true.
Gujarat,
That's true.
161 for 1 now in 12.5 overs. They finally lost Sai Sudarshan. He scored 58 of 32 and got out in the most bizarre fashion possible twice. So, Joss Butler is out and he'll get off the mark with a single or double, rather, first ball. Well, you know, that was the most exciting moment of this chase. Has to be.
Karan, again, people defending the cheerleaders, I wasn't trying to insult them. My point is, do they really understand what's happened for them to react that way? It seemed like they were just being overly dramatic for no reason. I don't think they understood that hit wickets are very. I mean, I might be wrong. I'm just talking off my ass. It's not like I know them personally. But I didn't know people would take offense to cheerleaders. Apologies, though. Apologies. I'm not trying to say.
Whoever's providing Sai his batting gloves, he should go and have a chat with those people.
Or replace them ASAP.
Yeah.
Just replace the vendor. Simple.
Or like have someone, you know, throw down the ball at you at like rapid pace and just try to not let go of your bat.
About gloves slipping and all, it reminds me of the story I heard of Rahul Dravid. I don't know if you've heard of Rahul Dravid's. So this was when he was playing club cricket before he even made his India debut. So he was still a student who was studying who he was doing his undergrad in commerce. So one day he's come for his exams or his classes or something, wearing his gloves, his batting gloves on, and he's writing in them. He's writing, he's
Okay.
working, he's in class with the gloves. So people are like, "What is he absent-minded? Has he not realized that he is wearing his gloves?" And someone's asked that, "Why are you wearing these gloves?" So apparently, so Rahul Dravid had played some game for Karnataka with these new pair of gloves, and because they were slightly new, they had a slight sound. So it was a bit loose or something. It wasn't properly fitting in. And he sort of missed the ball. He played and missed the ball. And because that glove made a bit of a sound, the umpire gave him out caught behind because there was a sound.
Oh, I
So to
have heard this
ensure,
story.
yeah, I was like,
And
bro,
that's a
that's
ton.
some commitment.
Shubman Gill gets to his 100 of 47 deliveries. Gujarat's skipper gets there with a boundary in that cover region yet again, and he brings out that signature bow down. And I mean, what a knock this has been. Top class stuff from
Fantastic,
Shubman.
fantastic.
It's 100 scored at a strike rate of more than 200 as well. And I mean, he's had a phenomenal IPL season. He looks to, have this, or he means business and has this fire in his eyes as well that he wants to play that final in Ahmedabad. He wants to win this IPL for his team. He wants to further, push the idea of him returning to India's T20I side as well, because that's always something that these guys are competing for. And I mean, he's just been all over Rajasthan today. I mean, he's bettered the kid. Vaibhav's ton, or Vaibhav's 96 was not as good as this 100 by Shubman Gill. And Gujarat,
Flawless.
170. Yeah, after that single, in fact, they're 176 for 1 in 13.4 overs. Should be just a matter of time now.
Again, going by your target, what they need 40 or 14.
It's a bit
You
stiff.
think they can get there?
No, I
All
don't.
right,
I
let's
think
see.
they're just going to ease into it because they don't need net run rate and they might as well inflate their averages.
Stat padding, as some might say.
Yep. Well, in this scenario, I mean, of course, we want to, go and eat food, but from their perspective, you don't need to be in a rush.
Yeah. I mean, neither should we be because this is technically our last watch along for this season. So it's okay. Let's just,
True.
yeah,
True.
savor this and enjoy the last few moments.
Yeah. Richard B
What's
saying
been a
this has been
fairly
the
hectic
best
round.
knock of the IPL. I don't know, man. The previous knock, Vaibhav in the Sunrisers game, I'll pick that one.
And even Rajat Patidar, for what it's worth, again, call me biased, versus Gujarat Titans wasn't too bad. Again, taking nothing away from Gill's knock itself. It's been fantastic. It's been mind-blowing. Go Power Rangers. We definitely are doing a watch along. The two of us ourselves
Yeah.
won't feature in it. Saurabh, Shayan, Varun, and the likes would be there, of course, entertaining you guys like always.
Yeah. Those guys will be here. It's just that us two, we are signing off with this game. We both hoped that it would be a more fun game. The first innings was quite fun, but then I don't know. The second innings was. I mean, kudos to Gujarat. They've aced this chase, absolutely bossed it. But from like a neutral perspective, this was kind of like okay.
Yeah, move on. Like
move on.
usually say. Yeah. There's something about it. The way I mean, just like hearing it come out of your mouth. It's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, there are no test match watch-alongs that I know of, guys. I'm sorry, that would kill us.
But what
That's a
about
long
Women's
day.
World Cup? I'm curious.
I'll have to discuss this with Jared. I don't know what the plans are. He'll have to first return to England for me to have that conversation with him. But there'll be some sort
that's
of.
true.
I mean, look, you are someone who covers women's cricket very, very closely. So I assume that we could definitely use your services. But I'm going to have to first have a chat with him and see where we're at, what we want to do. There's also a test series, England, New Zealand, and if I have to pick
that's
one,
true.
as much as I'll watch the
Sexist.
Women's World Cup. No, I'll
Hashtag
watch the-
sexist.
I'll watch it. I'm not saying I won't watch
Kidding,
it. I always
kidding,
want
kidding,
to watch what's going
kidding.
on in World Cups, but Test cricket is a drug, bro. Like I can't not.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Also, I feel like there are better people out there. Like if Estelle and I, one of us has to cover the Women's World Cup, I would myself pick Estelle.
No, of course.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
So it depends, like what we're planning and whether we're just doing live watch-alongs or we're doing reaction shows or something along the lines. We'll see. Watchalongs take a lot out of you. There's that.
That goes without saying,
You're
Sir
talking-
G.
Non-stop, but that's fine.
As long as
Also-
there's religion, pop culture, and personal lives involved, it's fine.
Yeah, of course. Abbas, FIFA World
Wait,
Cup will not
DDP did
be.
test watch-alongs? When did that happen?
I did.
Sabyasachi Ghosh?
No.
No, DDP is Devdutt Padikkal. Like, when did
Yes.
Devdutt Padikkal do test watch-alongs? That's interesting.
I did not know about that.
Who
Apparently,
did I?
he did.
And sorry, you were
This-
talking. Yeah, you were talking about
Yeah, no.
Abbas's comment.
It's gone far too up. Oh yeah, he was saying,
FIFA.
yeah, we don't do FIFA World Cup on Combox, bro. It's cricket channel. We might do something on Pro Sports if you're interested. Saad has some plans for the FIFA World Cup. Richard B, this is the last of Behram and Akshay on the IPL watch-alongs. You'll see me on some
Yes.
show, surely, soon enough. I have written a piece, which I'm really waiting for Jared to review. But he's busy, so he might not have the time to do that.
Let me plug
It's
in
not-
my piece then.
It's not a time-sensitive piece, so I mean.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
I'll
literally
shamelessly-
like, you know what happened? I've had this. I'm not gonna give spoilers, but it was like something you obsess over time and again, right? Like I have this thing in my head. I have words to jot down. And what happens today is that when Zoran woke us up at like 8:30 or 8, after we put him to sleep, I just couldn't fall asleep. And I was like, you know what? Today's the day. And then I wrote down a pretty big piece.
Can't relate to that at all, but I'll nod in agreement.
Yep. We've got a super chat from Cougar Blitz. There's no question, so thank you for your money.
Yes.
If you want to send in a question, we'd be happy to take it, Cougar Blitz. Of course, I
And
would.
speaking,
I would obviously be around post IPL. I've been working over here for 3+ years, and that's a wicket. Joff removes Gill. And top knock by the Gujarat skipper, 104 off 53. He's been trapped LBW off a Yorker by Jofra, and Gujarat will now be 182 for 2 in 15 overs. And I mean, Akshay has impressed everyone. I know this for a fact. People like him. And I'm happy because I was the one who recommended him, so that's a good look on me too. I win, he
That
wins,
is true.
and hopefully we'll keep him involved as well. Like I said, I haven't had any chat with Jared about what we're supposed to do after this IPL. Usually that's how we function. There's a big tournament, you have plans for the tournament, okay, this is how we're going to go about it, and then there is a bit of a breathing period where they'll say like, okay, take a couple of days off, whatever, and then we'll come up with something else.
that's true. And
yeah, there's
I
lots
actually
of stuff to cover.
9779. That's definitely a low blow. Like, what do you mean by look horrible like Akshay? I don't think my haircut's that bad, is it?
No,
think
I like
it's
your haircut.
all right. Yeah, it's
That's
all right. I
sexy.
mean, I don't think. Yeah.
Not everyone has my hair then.
That's true.
Well,
there was
Jared
a point in
does.
time where I had
Apparently
hair to
Jared
my
does.
shoulders.
Yeah, you told me. But long hair Jared is definitely a vibe.
The thing is, because Jared's always with a cap on, right? My girlfriend assumed
Yeah.
that Jared's bald. And then she saw the opening sting on one of the watch-alongs. And she's like, wait, Jared has hair? I'm like, yeah, he does. And like, okay, I did not see that coming. So,
Yeah, I mean, long hair Jared. He kind of steals my thunder, but I approve. Rake Jake, you haven't been around today. He
Yeah, that's
says
true.
in a super chat, can always trust you two to talk about the most random shit during a watch along, but good work overall. Enjoyed this combo. Thanks, man.
Oh,
I also
thank you so
really
much.
enjoyed these watch alongs with Akshay in particular because, you know, I work frequently with the rest. Akshay, I have only done a couple of shows on cricket.com back in the day. And even then, you know, there were so many people in the room that you don't get to have a one-on-one. So this was fun, Akshay.
that is true. That's definitely true. Same here. Same here. Did not expect to enjoy myself as much as I did. I feel like I've given way too much fodder to people who wanted to come up with sexual innuendos, and this was just another one.
Bro,
Anyways,
like
yeah.
there's so much people who watch our content religiously, like they'll keep hitting you with random things that have happened in the past. Like there's the Estelle Dilhara Fernando thing. We were doing crick picks for the best slower ones. She had first pick. She picked Dilhara Fernando.
Oh,
I've had a couple of howlers on crick picks, especially because I never take crick picks too seriously. I'm just having a bit of fun. I do
Got it.
my homework. It's not like I don't do my homework, but yeah, it's just like the tenor of the show is just to have a little bit of fun. But yeah, that's just part of the game, man. Game's the game. We're not meant to be perfect. We're just meant to be intelligent.
Yeah, that gives me a lot of confidence.
I mean, some people do think that Pat Cummins is an all-rounder, but it's okay.
Exactly. I was about to bring that up. So that gives me I don't think I'm the worst then. Okay, I can. So last week, Pratib and Ashwin, we've been doing these net sessions every weekend now. I literally had to ask him, like, what do you guys think? Do you think do you think Pat Cummins is it? Like, would you call him a test all-rounder? We had a full-blown discussion where I was just trying to present my case. I was like, see, I get the numbers. I get that the numbers aren't pointed, but surely you would think of him as an all-rounder. It's not that blasphemous a take. Like, yeah, fair and all of it.
Okay, well. We feel otherwise, but this is hilarious. Gogo Power Rangers has mentioned this. Behram picked Haris Rauf in Death Overs Quick Picks, and it came out. It wasn't Death Overs Quick Picks. It was like a team that can beat India. And at that point, I said that barring those two deliveries to Kohli, he's actually been really good versus India. So I had the option to pick one of Hazelwood or Rauf, and I went Rauf. And that was recorded or prior to the Asia Cup. That fucking podcast came out after the Asia Cup final. And I got wrecked, but people were smart enough to figure out that, of course, Behram could not have done this after the Asia Cup final. But that was pretty bad. And then Jared was like, "We should do this with you every time." This is great for views.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, we've got Bhavan Kotamarthi with the super chat, a very generous one. Thank you, Bhuvan Kotamarthi. Says, thanks for the wonderful work this IPL. It has been amazing. Our pleasure, buddy. Glad to be of service.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you so much.
There was a string of really fun comments over here that I have completely lost. Behram is upping the volatility on quick picks. Absolutely. Octroy, I was the one who recommended Akshay to Combox because I was on leave. And then when I came back, he had already, fit in as part of the team. And I only knew him through some brief encounters on podcasts with cricket.com. I used to do a lot of fun collaborative work with those guys.
Yeah.
There was Akshay, there was Nikhil, there was Avanish, good friend of mine, Gaurav Nandan Tripathi, he works there. I'm also friends with Neha Shetty. So lots of fun people over there who I admire. And he was a very natural conversationalist. And I like the way Akshay kind of presents himself. I just feel like he's an easygoing lad who puts some brain into it. So I thought he would be a good fit.
Perfect. By the way, I hope you realize that was an innuendo once again.
Really?
I know you answered it. Yeah, you answered it straight faced.
Good on you. In that case,
good on you for having such a clean brain, such a clean mind. That's all I would say.
There was this one time on Pro Sports where we had a watch along, and someone did that thing with me where I read the full thing and it's actually meaning something else, and it was bad. And that was really bad, the thing I was saying out loud, repeatedly, not knowing what I'm saying wrong.
Happened. Been there, done that several times.
Yeah. Come on, Gujarat.
In fact, last year it had become a bit of a thing, right? So there are a couple of these very popular watch-alongs in India. So done by a couple of news channels and whatnot. Like they're very mainstream. Not exactly known for their cricket analysis. They're known for their reactions and they're very sort of clickbaity and all of it. So someone had made the headlines for coming up with extremely funny comments where it starts off as something genuine and then ends up being something entirely different and very controversial. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, Jaws the 92, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, is that a boundary? No, now we're seeing plenty of dots.
Exactly, buggers.
Okay. Come on, guys, hit me with some fun comments. We don't want to talk about this game anymore.
That is
but
true.
We will savor these last few minutes with you in this watch along, so make it worthwhile.
It's all right, Singer. I have my fiance's approval. Singer says I'm cheating on my...
You guys need to remember that we are not the admins here. If you piss Muku off, he will block you. So be careful.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just saw that.
That a 6 by Washi?
Thank you.
The comments have just disappeared from me. I don't know what the fuck's happened.
Just go to private chat and come back to comments. It'll be visible. It happens to me
Really?
also once in a while. Yeah. It came
Okay,
back
so,
on to me when I did that.
It was a 4 for Washington. I think in the deep mid-wicket region, I kind of missed that one. And 189 for 2 Gujarat at the end of... Oh, is it the end of 16 overs?
Yes.
Well, there goes that.
26 more. All right, please, come on, guys. No more than... Oh, man. They'll take at least 3 overs, right, for this.
Rahul Srinivas, quick picks on the worst quick picks or the worst picks in quick picks is a fantastic idea. The research for that, though, imagine. That's tough. We don't remember all of them. I've been on like over 100 of them.
Oof.
I remember when Jared initially hired me, he was like, okay, we need some new podcasts. And he wanted footmarks because the idea of footmarks was that if he does a piece, we want to have like a BTS of the piece, right? Like we talk about what went in his brain and just fun findings in this one thing that we got super niche about. And then Crick Picks was the game show style show, right? Like we're picking people in. And it's weird that no one had ever done that before, right? Like Crick Picks was the first of its kind. And now I still feel like there's more room for that in the market, but I don't see anything.
There's so many ways of, sort of slicing that onion. You can just, there's so many endless lists that you can come up with. That's the best part.
Yeah. I've got Sankrit over here who says, I don't know when Akshay will be back, but congratulations for your wedding happening later.
That's very sweet.
Many
Thank you so
congratulations.
much.
You
Thank
do
you
need
so
to
much.
reach
Hopefully-
out to me
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the Maldives stuff. We need to have
Oh,
that
yeah.
chat at
Yes,
some point.
I will. Yes. Thank you so much, Sankit. Hopefully we will be back on. Or I will be back on soon. Yes.
Serious Bart fan, and we would love to have, or at least I would love to have any sort of opportunity to work with Sharda Ogra. I think she's the best in the business as far as cricket writing is concerned. But, Jared knows her, I don't. So maybe talk to him. I have only heard good things from people who have worked with her as well. Like, she's proper, rock star of cricket writing. Varun says, my favorite moment was Akshay saying he was raised as a girl.
That is true, though. I mean, I can't hide my truth. Were you there the day I spoke about it? I know Jared was there.
No, I've missed this one. And that's a lofted shot up and over the
Please,
covers
boundary,
for
boundary.
one bounce
Yes.
4. Washi
Yep.
is in a rush, and I'm glad. Gujarat moved to 194
Exactly.
for 2 in 6.3 overs.
Yep.
Okay, Karan Randhawa says, Akshay, do you know why some South Indian names are a composite, like Washington Sundar, Samantha Ruth Prabhu? I know they're Christians, but last names are not. Washington Sundar has a fun story behind it, doesn't it? I can't remember the story,
exactly.
but there is one.
His father revered this doctor, whose name was Washington, and so
Another one.
out of respect for that guy, his father named him Washington. So Washington Sundar is not a Christian; it's just the name that his father has given. And about composite names, Karan, from my limited understanding, it's not just South Indians. There are a lot of Central Indian states. I mean, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. You'll see a lot of that there. Bihar, especially to East India. Again, I am overstepping my bounds massively here, but it's got to do with caste. The problem is our surnames, like in India, surnames are an identifier of your caste. It's a social identifier. So a lot of people who are from the lower strata of the caste hierarchy, they wanted to hide that because they would be discriminated against or else. So what they started doing was they started coming up with creative ways of hiding it by coming up with composite names. So for instance, my surname is Kaushik. So what if I was, say, of a lower strata, what I would do is I would call myself, say, Akshay Behram. Like that's a composite name. So I would come up with two
really
first names.
wanted to end your watch-along journey with this.
That's the name that came to me. Apologies.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that drop a controversial truth bomb. Piss people
That's
off. Bye-bye. Anyway,
Yeah.
there was a brilliant
yeah,
shot in between. Washington smashed a 6 up and over extra cover, and he should have held that pose, or probably did hold the pose for a bit. Gujarat at 201 for 2 after 17 overs, probably last over coming on. So,
That's true.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway.
that I know I
Akshay
shot
Behram.
myself in the foot. Yeah,
Now people
yeah.
are like, marry already. Yeah, these guys should get married. Just marry each other.
All right. Now I know who. I know what jumpsuit
Akshay and
really.
Behram sitting in a tree.
You know that, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, oh my word.
Everyone's watched.
My bad.
Pets,
That
so-
one's on me. I'll have to take the L there. But yeah, it is fascinating. And those who saying parents' name in South India is common, that is true. That's also true. But I know that this is also the case. Like a lot of people move to this nomenclature because of that. This is my understanding because I've read it. And also in Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, there is a proper nomenclature that's followed. Just like how chemicals in chemistry, how elements have names based on what their valencies and all. So in South India, at least as far as I know, my family's and in Tamil Nadu, it's pretty common. The first name is your dad's name. The second name is your place of birth, and then comes your name. So in my case, if I had gone by that nomenclature, my name would have been Dubai, followed by my father's name, and then my name, and those would be initials. So it would be D.A. Akshay. So that's why you'll see a lot of these double initials. Ravi Chandran Ashwin. Ashwin's name is Ashwin.
Yes.
It's his dad's name, Ravi. So it's like
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah. So that's the
Anyway,
nomenclature.
Washi's gone. Departs for a 9-ball 16.
Yeah.
Gujarat 201 for 3 and 17.1 overs.
Yeah. KL Rahul is the best example. Perfect. Kannur Lokesh Rahul.
Kannur
is the
Lokesh
case.
Rahul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
so I learned something new.
Lokesh is his father's name. Exactly.
I don't know if surnames were forced on by the British. Surnames have been around, no?
Yeah. Exactly. Because like I said, it was a social identifier always. Maybe we'd not call it, we'd not have a term for it. Ki this is a surname. They probably just, that's because they also brought English to us. So I don't know if you can attribute that.
True. Okay. Tewatia's in. Of course, he will have to hit the winning runs tonight.
Oh, do you know what's his name? WPUJC, like the entire thing?
I don't know the entire thing, but I know it's PUJC or PJUC, something
Yeah.
like that.
I think PUJC. So my colleague, I had a colleague who could say it entirely, verbatim. Used to blow
Varun,
my mind.
if you're on over here, can you come and say VVS Lakshman's name?
That I can also say, bro. Come on.
Oh, you can say it because Varun says
Yeah.
it in a really fun way. Because he's from
Oh,
Hyderabad
he
as well,
would
so it's
exactly.
it's
He
with
would
the
say
accent.
properly, yeah, I get that. In fact, the other day I heard him speak in Telugu. It was pretty cool. He actually gets the accent bang on. I thought he would speak in a very, in a very sort of NRI London-based guy way. That wasn't the case. Proper.
Singer,
Lakshman.
I think I subbed that piece for Cheyenne because I'm quite Patham Nisanka obsessed as well. In fact, when we eventually did either a video or a footmarks on that, I came up with the title for that, Pull 'em like Patham. Like bend it like Beckham. And
Nice.
that was a play on words.
Nice.
The one thing that a lot of people might not know is that most footmarks titles come from me.
There you go. Behind the
Varun,
scenes.
Varun will always do chat GPT and he'll come up with like 5 and they'll all have like colons and then I'm like, we don't need fucking hyphens and colons and that bullshit. It's bad for the algo. Nice one, Singer.
Yeah, I'll take this one on the chin. Bite it like Akshay is nice. It's pretty nicely done. I'll give that.
Coco Power Rangers, if our couple name is Akram. I actually liked Behrakshi.
Yeah,
was
that's
fun.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so
Sean and
they
Anand, whatever floats your
standardized
boat.
it. But Karan Randhawa, we still had like influential families with influential names. That's how you get all the empires,
Yeah.
right? Without the names, you don't have the empires.
That's what. But again, I know I personally am not entirely aware of the origins and how it came. So
Yeah.
it could be right. We'll have
I'm
to
saying
check up on it. So.
they might have existed prior, but these people must be right when they're saying that they officially made that a thing. You know,
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
formalized it like they love doing everything, formalizing everything and documenting everything. So it could be the case.
What's going on in the Djokovic Fonseca game, man? Why is someone mentioning it? Please knock him out. Ooh,
Oh my word, that's is that a no? That's a wide. Okay.
he could be knocked out. That means that no Alcaraz, no Sinner, no Djokovic.
No Djokovic.
Please make this happen. I'm going to go watch that game once this watch-along is done. Shea Ram
Why
could be
isn't
me and Cheyenne as well, Varun. That doesn't make
That's
sense.
true. I like Behri. That's nice.
Yeah, deaf
Make
people.
it Behri and stop listening to the haters. I like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Behri is
that
good.
works.
Yeah.
Or Beheshe.
Bear. Just like how Robbie and Jared had the Kimma passing, we should start the
Kimma.
bear rape.
Dude, what was the one that Varun and I started and then never really continued?
Oh, I know. The Kazi Konda, was it?
Ha,
No, was it?
Kazakonda. Kazakonda was a great name.
I think I'd seen some
Dev
of that.
Swami.
Oh, Dev Swami is fun.
Dev Swami is fun.
I like that. Dev Swami is pretty good.
Abbas says if Zverev
Kumara
and
Kazi is
Gujarat
actually
win.
nice. Like Kamikaze,
Yeah.
it's got that ring. Kumara Kazi is also not bad.
Yeah, Kumara Kazi is decent. I must stop watching sports if Zverev and Gujarat win. Yeah, I mean, I think Varun will also quit if Gujarat win the IPL. And oh my God, you had a wide review? Wow. At this point, why even bother? I understand all Urdu, Shayan, or serious fan bot. Got a super chat. Where is it? Content Cricket says Gujarat in the final, so it doesn't feel like a disadvantage to the defending champion RCB. They have to play on their ground to defend their title. I think it's even Stevens. Gujarat might have the home ground advantage and the bowling attack, but RCB are probably the most complete team.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Yeah, I think RCB are a really, really good team. And they are defending champions as well, so... And their bowling attack is pretty good too. I mean, Bhuvi's having a terrific season. Hazelwood, if he has a good day, is amongst the best.
I just hope it turns out to be a good game. I don't want it to be a dead rubber. I mean, I don't want it to be like a snooze fest.
Varun says need RCB to win. I mean, so we've got Saurabh, Shayan and Varun in the RCB camp. I'm going to now go to the RCB camp as well because I want Saurabh's book to do well, which comes out next year. And more people will obviously buy it if they complete the back-to-back thing. You are RCB because who would support Gujarat?
Genuinely not. I'm not going to support Gujarat either. I'm just going to be neutral. Couldn't care. But I was about to say it's ironic. Last year, ahead of the final, a lot of people are like, RCB cannot win because we cannot hear these fans. They'll be insufferable. So humanity needs to be saved. So RCB, please lose.
I
This
think
time,
RCB fans are all right.
Yeah, this time it's going to be the other way around. Right? This time it's like humanity needs to be saved. RCB needs to win. GT cannot lose. So RCB win. So it's hilarious how the scripts have flipped. So yeah, pretty fun that.
Some people will be backing Gujarat, Richard. Obviously.
I would imagine, Torrent Pharma, the owners of Gujarat Titans, they would in all likelihood be backing Gujarat. You would imagine. It would be very surprising if they themselves aren't.
From Gujarat, RCB haters, the
Yeah,
owners, right?
Yeah.
The owners would want them to
The
win,
family
obviously.
members of everyone
Yes.
involved in the think tank, the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Greek Titans, because these guys are Titans as well. Pulled away for 4 by Tewatia. And now they're within touching distance, Gujarat. 209 for 3 in 18.1 overs. They're one hit away from making their third final in 5 years in the IPL. That really is remarkable.
Oh, man. Oof, I can't believe. I genuinely can't. Again, I know it's extremely biased, but I can't believe the squad has made it to a final, man. I can't.
Well, good news by Prem Raj, who says Fonseca is clutching it. So I'm guessing you mean that he's winning. Is that another 4? Yes, it is. This time lofted over the covers by Tewatia. Back-to-back 4s for him. Gujarat 213 for 3 in 18.2 overs. And now they're 2 runs away. So this might be the
Finally.
last ball.
Please.
You know, Akshit, what I like in franchise team names is like it needs to do, or it should have something to do with the actual place. So, for instance, Washington Freedom is a great fucking name, right? San Francisco Unicorns, brilliant.
Seattle Orcas?
I don't mind Multan Sultans. I don't know if there are any Orcas in Seattle, but if there are, that works. Multan Sultans is fun. Lahore Qalandars as well, because it has that indigenous feel to it. Peshawar
Same.
Zalmi
I
I'm
like the
fine with.
Zalmis too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Zalmi I'm fine with.
I like that.
I love the Lahore Badshahs from the ICL. That was a crazy
proper
name.
throwback that.
Yeah, Lahore Badshahs. What about the IPL? Which name? I like the Delhi, even though Daredevils and Delhi have nothing to do with each other. And Capitals probably makes more sense, but Delhi Daredevils
Exactly,
is
by
a
that.
fun name. Delhi Daredevils, Kolkata Knight Riders. I like these names.
I like Knight Riders. I like Punjab. Kings 11 Punjab. It was different. Like
Kings
this is the
11
way, yeah.
Punjab was kind of fun. Punjab Kings.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are too many Kings.
Mumbai Indians have to be
And
the laziest team ever.
that's a wrap. Tewatia
Thank
seals
God.
it with a 6 in the long on region. And yeah, Gujarat have made it to their third final in 5 IPL seasons. They win this game quite comfortably. 7-wicket win versus Rajasthan in 18.3 overs, or 18.4 overs. So yeah, 7-wicket win with 8 balls to spare. Despite Vaibhav Suryavanshi's efforts, Rajasthan have been knocked out. And both Akshay and Varun are not too pleased with this.
100%. 100%. Make no mistake.
Anyway, it was great fun, everyone, with you guys throughout this IPL during these watch-alongs. Akshay and I enjoyed thoroughly with your company, and we watched some good cricket as well. So thank you from our side.
Yep.
And do make sure to follow Combox everywhere. Like, share, and subscribe. There is no post-show today. We do not do those things on Fridays. But we will be back for a watch-along on during the final. And then, of course, there's that big show in Dubai coming up at the Coca-Cola Arena. If you are in Dubai, go buy tickets. Go watch Robbie, Jared, Christopher Henry Gale, the Universe Boss. And then you also got Srisant, Angelo Matthews. Go watch them. Live that game in real time. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll see you soon enough on some sort of show. Big thank you to Akshay for staying with me on these. It was great fun. And
Same here, sir.
Apti saying thank you, Akram. But yeah, we've come up with a few. We'll decide later on when we want to start our own show what we want to call it. And yeah, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Best of luck to both RCB and Gujarat fans for the final, and commiserations to Rajasthan fans and Vaibhav fans. And yeah, let's hope for a cracker come Sunday. See you then. Have a good one. Take care and goodbye.
You're watching every game this season. Every six, every wicket, every battle. But the final, you watch with me.
Stars Play, in partnership with Combox, presents the ultimate IPL final watch party
31st May at the Coca-Cola Arena.
with legendary cricketers Robin Uthappa, Srisant, Angelo Matthews, and Universe boss Chris Gale. Buy your tickets now at Coca-ColaArena.com or PlatinumList.net.